Good afternoon from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hunk. If you head to Neyland on August 31st, you may see something a little different on the field as the Vols are the first school to sign a deal to have logos on the turf, as Neyland Stadium has got a new deal which is matching 20 years with the school that is with the company Pilot. Their names will be on the field as you are in Neyland there. But who's not going to be on the field? Well, it may not be Tierra Tart because the Dolphins have just announced that they are cutting him, and Matthew Judon may not be a New England Patriot here in the next couple of days because multiple teams have reached out to the Patriots about trading for the edge rusher. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Taylor Lewan, quick note, will join us tomorrow from 3 until 4 o'clock. He had a family day today. He alerted me.
Hang out with the kiddos.
Yep. And so he will be in studio, Taylor Lewan, in studio 3 to 4, which is good timing as the Seahawks will be in town to practice with the Titans tomorrow, so we can ask him about joint practices and all of those things and get his take on what's going on in the world of football. May throw in some Michigan questions about what happened up there, but we'll get all that done. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's Dawn Davenport.
What up?
What up, Babson?
Happy Monday, party people.
Party people. All right. Okay.
Oh, wait,
all
it's
right.
Not Monday. It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
You try it.
Sorry, guys.
See, I didn't even hear you say Monday. I focused in on party people. Like, is that what we're going to do today?
Yeah.
Good energy.
Yeah.
All right.
Party people.
Jim Wyatt coming up at 3:20, and we'll get into this in just a little bit. Pilot and the University of Tennessee agreed today on a 10-year sponsorship deal that will turn into a 20-year deal that could turn into more than 20 years. That On3.com says is one of the largest sponsorship deals in college football history. The money is not out there yet, but Pilot CEO Adam Wright is a fascinating guy. Just doing research on him. Mm-hmm. He will hop on at 4:20 to discuss it. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building.
I think I got you on that one.
I don't think so. I think you nailed it.
The F&M Bank chat is open. Again, you can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
And when you do, you can communicate with some of the 3HL fam on the F&M Bank chat. Slay Dog, how's your day?
Man, day going phenomenal. This is my first day taking a nap in like 2 weeks.
Ooh.
I'm
You
ready.
needed it.
Yeah,
now you're
man.
really fired up.
Yeah, I'm ready to roll, man. Shout out real quick.
I like nap sleep.
Nap is a good slay.
Before you do the shout out, I'm curious, like, what's the sweet spot nap time for you?
You can't sleep
Because
too long.
if you sleep too long or not enough, you wake up and you feel worse than you did when you laid down.
I try to go 11 to 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 2 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. If I do a 2 hour nap, I am groggy and cranky.
But I lay down at 11.
That is not something we want. We want none of those things.
11 is when I lay down. Like, usually I'm still scrolling, listening to a little bit of Buck, and then kind of just try to fade out.
So you're saying Buck put you to sleep?
I try. It's not him. Lucas' voice. Lucas has an angelic voice, and it puts me to sleep.
Yeah. So
Buck keeps
angelic.
me up. I try to mute him and let Lucas play.
Wouldn't that be something if you could mute one guy and not the other?
Oh, it'll be Buck immediately.
No, but I mean, the technology would be phenomenal.
Oh, they probably can back then.
Oh, they can. I'm just talking about you as a consumer laying in your bed.
Nah, that's tough.
Like, hey, phone, mute this guy.
When he speaks.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, if they can control the weather in China, you figured they could do this.
Is that what they're doing?
Boy.
That's what they say.
Allegedly. And in, where did Blaine just go on vacation?
Oh, Dubai, yeah.
Dubai, yes.
They flooded.
Apparently, I
guess it
know.
broke.
You know why? Because they were controlling the weather, and then it came back to bite them.
It broke, huh?
Yep.
The switch. Somebody couldn't turn the switch off.
Oh, man.
Don't
All right.
be messing with God now.
No, you better not play with him.
Better
I mean,
stay
if
away.
you learn one thing from today's show, that's it right there.
Don't play with it. Don't
Words
play
to
with
live
it,
by.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
You have an announcement?
No, shout out.
Oh, a shout out. Okay.
Yeah. Shout
Brought
out.
to you by
Your mom and them?
Your mom and them.
I always forget who
Shout
has
out to, that's mom and them. Uncle them is the announcements. Shout out to John Street, man. Happy birthday, my guy.
Oh.
My guy to keep me laced. You know what I mean? Street tuxedos. Go in there and get your nice little suit, man.
Happy birthday.
Stay laced like you
He
was.
had me
Shout
in
out.
a suit for your wedding.
Mr. Babs
He decked everybody
just-
out with it.
I was just going to say, Mr. Babs is in a wedding coming up, and the whole wedding party just went in and got
There we go.
suits from John, and they look sweet.
Where is his wedding? Is he leaving? Like, is it
No,
an
it's here in
adventurous
town.
thing? Oh.
We can crash
Oh,
it.
it'll still be an adventurous thing, but
Is it crashable? Maybe outside.
maybe for you guys can come.
Is it like a
We're
deck?
both
I can
in
hang
it
out on the
though,
deck.
so
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're
Y'all
in it
both
too?
going?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
we're both in it, so we have to like behave a little bit at least.
Oh, you're in it.
In it, yes.
Ah, you just said
Bridesmaid,
that.
groomsmen.
Yeah, she did. She's in it to win it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you got to
Which
be
means
the.
you got to behave until after. the
Yeah.
No, you have
Yeah.
to be the most memorable bridesmaid. Like, you want them, like, 40 years from now, looking back on the wedding, go, I remember what Dawn did that weekend.
My little sister with her, one of the groomsmen threw up.
Oh, like in the
front of-
line?
No, not up there standing while they're exchanging the nuptials.
Oh no!
Yes.
How about that? That might be the greatest wedding
know
story
it.
of all time.
You could see it about
And you
to
just-
happen, too.
You just threw it out there.
Yeah, you could be.
What
you
are
could
the
see it about
details
to
here?
happen. They went out, got a little fried. Yeah, got a little fried the night before, I guess. And then when he came up, you could see there was a little warm in the church.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
And you see him start to do a little sway, and I was like, oh, this brother's about to blow. And next thing you know, and he tried to catch it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no. 4 letters, EARL, Earl. That's exactly what he did up there. And he caught a little bit up, they
I
walked him
forgot
out.
you called it Earl.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think that he even passed out. He might have passed out for a second.
Oh my gosh!
It was good.
That might be friend dismissal at that point.
Shout out to Ashlyn's Zach Galata, man.
Oh, now you're calling him out?
No, that's my sister.
Oh,
It was their wedding. I forgot to do it.
Okay.
They can
well,
call
good.
in and
Yeah,
tell us that.
I bet they did too.
No, they didn't.
I mean, seriously.
But my sister
Like,
didn't miss a beat though.
man.
Like she adapts. Zach laughed and it kept going.
out of all of the
I was
things.
going to say she's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
chill.
she's super cool. Out of all of the things that you could think, like, you as a wedding participant could do that was, like, more negative than that. Like,
there's nothing.
I can't.
No,
And
that's
up
it.
there on the steps and everything.
That's it.
There is
That is
nothing
it.
worse.
Boy, they put a real halt on the proceedings, didn't they?
No. No, my little sister, man, I'm telling you, see how she, y'all, let's roll. Okay, hey, get him to the side. Let's, boom, boom, let's go.
We're getting married.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
getting married. You just missed it. Sorry.
Let him go deal with it.
Yeah. Ooh, arms are way up here. Savage.
So, what is this about Will Levis, number 8?
I don't know, Babsy tried to get us, inform us, Babsy.
Oh, okay.
He's got a cologne now, Will
Yes,
Levis?
and I have something to say about all of this.
Well, first
too.
explain what it is, because I didn't read the story. I
Well-
kind of got grossed out by the ad. Is it fake, real, what?
I know we got it right.
It's real.
We said
did
what
get
it
it
looked
right.
like.
So remember Hellman's Mayonnaise tweeted out the preview. There's a big announcement coming on what's today, August 13th.
Yep.
And we were like, God, looks like a cologne ad. Like he's all shirt unbuttoned and hair blowing in the breeze, whatever. Sure enough, it's a joke. Sure enough, it is a joke, but it's a Hellman's. It's Will Levis number 8 cologne.
So it's cologne that smells like mayonnaise?
Well, I mean, they describe it completely. Would you like to describe it, Zeph?
Okay,
from
so
their website.
These are the fragrance notes of Will Levis number 8.
Yes.
Tart lemon, mayonnaise accord, parsley, coffee undertones, musk, and creamy vanilla. And then they go in and describe what each one is.
Yeah. So,
I wonder what does mayonnaise even smell like? I don't even know.
Would you like me to read what mayonnaise
even eat
accord?
ooh.
Like
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm like the unicorn. I'll eat mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. I know everyone basically is either or on that deal. But like I went to Subway today, and I didn't get mayonnaise. I got the Chipotle.
Good job.
Thank you, Slay. But yesterday I did get mayonnaise. Every once in a while I will. But then I started thinking, what kind of mayonnaise is that? I don't even know. It's in like this tube.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just, see.
So,
But I don't know what it smells like.
It could be
I don't
any
know.
kind of little knockoff mayonnaise that you be eating.
I'm going to ask him next time I'm in there.
No, I'm ordering it, but it's sold out today.
You tried to order it?
Heck yeah. So I tweeted and I said, okay, my anniversary is next week. Should I order this for Mr. Babs for our anniversary?
I'm just glad you know that.
I mean, Hellman's, well, he reminded me. Hellman's mayonnaise tweeted me back in all caps and said yes. So I go to buy it. It's only $8. It's only $8.
Might be the cheapest cologne
ever. And by the way, shipping is free. So I go to purchase it, and this was like an hour after it broke, and it was already sold out. Now, it does open back up. They will restock tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. It says 10, but it's 10 Eastern. So 9 a.m. Central Time, you can go back to the website and order your Will Levis number 8. cologne. It's willlevis8.com.
I'm just going to assume, like, cologne's one of those things. Like, if you buy it online, I'm just going to assume if it's $8, it ain't nothing.
Unless it's in a sample pack.
This whole thing is a complete joke.
It's a novelty
hilarious.
item.
It's a novelty.
What's funny about that is,
you know, he's going to be signing like 1 million of these bottles.
They sold out.
But I wouldn't buy it at $8. But if it was like $28, I would have bought it. Like, how would have got me? How stupid is that?
He would have got me with that.
No,
he would have got me with that.
Because y'all would have thought it was real cologne.
I really want to know what it smells like now, though. I mean, it is allegedly it's a cologne, but it's got to be a really crappy one for $8.
All right, let's each pitch in $2. We'll buy a second bottle.
Sound like a fool.
Perfect.
Yeah, I want to buy something. I want to smell what this thing.
I got $2. I go give me some onions.
I want to smell what the Levis is cooking. What do they call him? Billy Jeans.
Billy Jeans.
I want to smell what Billy Jeans is cooking.
So Jameson in the chat said, I'm banking on that $8 cologne being worth $80 after he wins the Super Bowl.
That's going to go up.
Hilarious.
Okay, yeah. Buy it and then just set it away.
Can I say this, though? I saw some people that were all up in arms about this. Like, this is so dumb, blah, blah, blah. Lighten the hell up.
It's hard to have a tough opinion about
can't,
that.
It's fun. Who cares?
They can't lighten up.
I mean, there was some fan that was like, people are going to make fun of him. Who the hell cares? He's leaning into, his viral video from college.
I'm all for
it's
it.
fun. It's hilarious. It's stupid. All of those things. And who cares? Will Levis do it? You do you, and I'm going to buy your cologne.
And just because that person, whoever that was, said that, I may spend $8 now.
I mean, seriously, relax, people.
Just like, come on, dog.
People that are
no fun,
people out there that are like, he should be focused. It ain't like he shot this video this week. They did it in his off time from the Titans.
They did it on off day Sunday. They did it Sunday, baby.
Yes.
Remember Tannehill was on the boat with Celsius or whatever it was?
Yep. Oh, yeah, and people were all up in arms. I'm like, he shot that 2 months ago.
And
let that man make his money.
I think it's hilarious. And I think his face and all that. The whole ad is so funny that who cares? He's having fun. Y'all need to lighten up.
Zeph is all over us to break. But listen, man, when the sheriff calls in, I mean, you take the sheriff's call. Sheriff Darren Hall.
Hi.
Darren, what's up, man?
First of all, War Eagle, Dawn. I got to get that out of the way.
War Eagle. I miss you, Sheriff. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know, and y'all got to help me. I got to get this guilty conscience off of me. You started talking about wedding stories, and I have a bad one, and it was my fault, and I've not gotten over it. So 35 plus years ago, my high school roommates were all getting married, and we all played a joke on each other at each other's wedding, and so they did something to me, and I did something. So anyway, it was a certain guy getting married, and so it was my idea. I did this, and I need some relief from you guys, but I snuck in the church and I pulled the unity wick out of the candle. Now, I will tell you, 15 years later, this man and who's my high school friend and his wife moved to Boca Raton right after that. I hadn't seen them in very many years, and they'd had a child. I'd never met the child. I'm on a putting green at some golf tournament. This young 12, 13-year-old boy walks up and says, "Hey, you're the guy who pulled the wick out of my mom and dad's candle."
That means it really got to them.
And then you go into law enforcement.
I'm like, that's jail time,
I would have never been elected. It would have never been elected if that story gotten out. So just asking forgiveness.
Oh, that's a great story. How long have you been sheriff of Davidson County, Darren?
Oh man, 23 years, I think. I have a son who graduated from Auburn. He was born a month before I was elected. So I look at him, and he tells me how long I've been in it, which is a long time. So, great.
Hey, thanks for all you guys do, man, and it's great to hear from you.
Hey, keep up the good work, guys. Appreciate
it, brother.
Thanks, Sheriff. He's the best.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Obviously,
man.
I worked in local news for a long time, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
he's listened to really well.
He's listened to 3HL for a long time.
I know 2 sheriffs now.
Great storyteller.
I can't believe he did that.
I thought Peyton was on the line.
The sheriff.
Oh, that sheriff?
That was I don't know many sheriffs.
Should we go
to no sheriffs except this one now?
Should we go to 20?
Well, we have Jim Wyatt up next.
I know. He can be flexible.
It's up to you.
Let's go to 20. You can watch the show YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Nick says, I was at a wedding where one of the groomsmen knocked over a candle on a tall candle holder. Nothing caught fire, but everyone was laughing.
I know. See, I'm trying to think that what.
Well, you're trying to make a wife mad, boy. That's her day.
Seriously.
Don't be knocking over candles. Don't be throwing up on stage.
Don't be taking the wick out of the uni candle. Like,
that was pretty good.
Because you know me. You guys know how I've been like, oh my gosh, this is a sign.
You would have lost it. You would have lost it.
You know what'd be funny?
Before you knew that somebody did it, you'd be like, this is a sign. This right here is a sign that we should not be married. The unity candle won't light.
You're not that person.
This is a sign.
You're not that person.
But how do you pull a wick out of there? Yeah, you can't see Babsy doing
stuff
that.
like that. Absolutely.
I think Babsy's more like, let's go. Keep going. Kind of like your sister. Let's keep it going.
Well, nowadays.
The new Babsy.
New and improved Babsy.
Yeah. Hey, my girl started pre-K today.
Yes, we had our first day of pre-K.
Did she trip out?
I did.
Oh, come on, Mom.
I'm about to cry right now.
Oh, come on, lady.
Hey,
I told Mr. Babs I want another one, but not really. But I did. I'm like, she's so old. What are we going to do?
Hey, baby
She didn't
Babs,
trip
headed
out.
on out.
She's like, all right, cool, peace. New class, new
Time
teachers.
to rock it.
See ya.
I love it. I love it.
She did not care at all.
I love that.
Which I guess I should be thankful for, right?
Tara Bell.
Because there was one girl
Lost
in the lobby that was not okay.
I can imagine, man.
You know it would make you feel better and it would hold back some of those emotions if you had another baby.
And Mr. Babs will kill you.
Yeah.
I expect to text message real quick. What are you trying to do? Like one time last week, he was like, why are y'all spending my money? I forget what we were talking about.
Let it roll, baby.
Tara Bell says, I went to a wedding once where the groomsmen passed out. The church was small and it was warm up there.
That's the worst thing. Warm weddings. You can't do
And
them.
they happen.
Yeah, you can't do them, though. Boy.
What about outdoor weddings in the summer?
Where?
Slay had one.
That's what I was going to say.
I went to one at
That's the
Cheekwood.
problem.
Ooh,
it's
that's
hot.
brutal.
Yeah,
with all the
Yours is-
photosynthesis
we
going
were in
on?
California,
Yeah,
though.
California
It's different.
Yeah.
I always have to make
Cheekwood, that's
sure I
humidity.
wear like a thick dress so you can't see the sweat line on your bottom whenever you stand up after you've been sitting in chairs or pews. Yep.
It's amazing. See, it's hard being a woman out there,
Women
man.
have to think about these
So
things.
That's right.
I got to make sure I wear a color you can't see the sweat. I mean,
see sweat
it's the
through my
same for
jacket. I
that
ain't
on
tripping.
sidelines too. Like my colors are picked to not show sweat lines.
Mine's going to be outdoors in the spring, in April, beginning of April. So
That's not bad.
it shouldn't be too hot.
Yeah, you're okay. You just got to worry about rain.
Yeah, I'm with yours.
Yeah.
April showers. It can be hot in April too now.
Bring Mayflower.
Or it can
heat.
snow.
It's
in
so
April.
good. So good. It could be cold.
You left a whole window open.
The good
Yeah,
thing is
like
our
the
venue
spring.
has several options where we can transition to an inside one if we need to.
What was the person
there
that
you
you wanted to, like your dream wedding guest, Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah, I think he'd just turn up.
Oh, well, you don't worry. All you
What
gotta
was
do is
hers?
Invite me, buddy. I'll show you what
Tyler
to do.
Childers
I
for
throw skills everywhere.
our
Which
first
is-
dance song.
Totally doable. He lives here.
Who?
Doesn't he live here?
I have no idea.
I think he does.
Who is it? Tyler Chillers.
Yes, he's a
Who is that?
musician. He's a country
Was that his
singer.
name?
Childers.
Chillers?
Childers.
Durs
Yeah,
with a
Childers.
dur.
Oh.
With
What is
a
he
dur, with a dur.
Childers.
Yes.
What does he sing real quick? What's your song you want him to play, sir?
Our first dance song, which is All Yorn.
All Yarn?
All Yorn. Yeah.
Yarn.
All yarn?
Yes, Yorn.
Y-A-R-N.
YOUR''N.
I really thought you said all
I
urine.
thought
Like
he
my
said-
man has a song called All Urine.
That is too
That's an
real.
aggressive play. And you
Hell
want it
yeah.
as your first wedding song?
That's why I said Yorn and not
First.
your.
Somebody get Chris Stapleton on the line. I'm still looking for him.
Oh,
Is he on
man.
line 3 on the Nance hotline?
We have hit everything today.
We're ready for it.
Watch this.
Joint practice
Mike in
coming.
Brentwood has a wedding story. Mike, what's up?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yo.
What up,
You
Mike?
guys for a long time. And Slay Dog, I saw you at the Dave Chappelle comedy show at Bridgestone.
Man.
So
Great
I
show,
yelled
too,
at you.
man.
That was hilarious.
It was.
My buddy and I, we said, "Big Slay, VFL." And he turned around and he said, "Rocky Top." He was all into it. But I got a good
Slay was
wedding.
fried at that thing.
Oh, it was definitely Friday.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Chappelle.
So my wife's Armenian, and if you've ever been to an Armenian wedding, things get a little fried and they get hyped quick. And so I was at my first Armenian wedding. You know, you have 3 or 4 bottles of wine on the table. You have the liter of Grey Goose encrusted in ice, and that's rotated in and out frequently. The bride and the groom got a little torn up, and they were dancing. The bride broke her ankle because her ankle got stuck in her long dress while she was dancing. So she spent the first hours of her honeymoon in the emergency room getting her ankle set.
Oh, that's a hell of a party.
Wow.
It was a good party. But hey, I listen to you guys all the time. I listen to the replays. Just keep doing what you're doing. I love you guys. All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Love you, Mike,
Thanks,
man.
Mike.
Appreciate it.
If we don't hit this break, we won't be doing this very much longer. Jim Wyatt coming up next offers his takeaways from the Titans' first preseason game and what to expect this week from the joint practices with the Seahawks next.
What's happening, good people? Ron Slay coming to you, and I need my fellas to listen up, man. You got to lacking them a little bit of motivation, drive, you're gaining weight, noticing loss of muscle mass. Well, these could always be signs of low testosterone. Who? Testosterone. Testosterone, Slay. Don't wait. Find out now. Low T Center can get you all the way back, man. Get checked out. Get your results back in 25 minutes. All you got to do is go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Want to tell you about Loan Pronto, and there is great news out there if you're a homeowner and you have a rate over 6%. Yeah, my friends at Loan Pronto have rates that start with a 4. Mortgage rates are tanking. Those are the best that these rates have been in years. They just locked in folks at a 4.99% APR. Whether you got your loan last week, whether you did it last month, or even last year, 2 years ago, it doesn't matter. Call Loan Pronto, even if you're in the process with another lender, and let them help you. You can lock in a lower rate. Loan Pronto has no closing costs. They can do it in a matter of days with almost no paperwork and usually no appraisal, too. And if you do it now, you could even skip your next 2 house payments. So call Loan Pronto now. They'll give you a rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com at 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, on approved credit, NMLS consumeraccess.org.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. You want to talk a little Titans football?
Yes. Big week.
Led you right into that, Lenny Kravitz. Jimmy Wyatt joins us now, TennesseeTitans.com, at J Wyatt Sports. Jimmy, what's up? How are you?
Not much. Hope you guys are doing well today.
Indeed, Jimmy.
We are. What was your biggest takeaway from the preseason game? And let's start with offense. Offense one. 14 plays, 14 points. What did you get from that?
I mean, I thought you saw some different looks, and I thought you saw just pieces of what this team potentially could be capable of when the season starts. And I liked what I saw from the offensive line. Thought those guys were pretty steady from really not playing together much, even during the course of training camp. You got to remember Nick Petit-Frere came in late, and Radens was kind of put in with the starters late. So I thought those guys performed well. I thought you saw a splash play from Ridley catching that ball across the middle, getting into space. Was really good to see. I thought the running backs, did a good job. Each of them making a play or two, and I thought Levis was good for the most part. I didn't like him taking the hit that he took, but I thought it was a good showing from the offense, and then defensively, pretty aggressive for a preseason game. Saw guys get after it, and then special teams, you make a couple of plays in the return game. So that was good. Other than Luke Gifford came out of it from an injury standpoint in pretty good shape. So now move on to Seattle.
One guy that Slay and I both agreed on, it was funny, we got really excited, strangely, when we agreed on this during the break. I mean, like, overly excited that we both picked the same player. Otis Reese, man, all over the field.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, Chance Campbell's the inside backer. I noticed the motion.
Well, yeah, I know.
Sack, had an interception, had 8 tackles. Reese flew around, no doubt. And I look at the group, and, Jack Gibbons, Kenneth Murray, top 2. Behind them, I think I'd put Campbell. Cedric Gray has been out of practice some. I expect him back this week. And then Otis Reese, I think, probably next in line there. But it's good to see those guys make plays. And, Otis got to play some last year, so he's a little bit more comfortable now.
Jimmy Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com with us.
Jimmy, watching this defense, I know we had to go vanilla, a couple of blitzes here and there, but this defense looks like it's going to be one of those defenses, just off the surface, looking like one of those defenses that's going to be one of those you do your job and can't worry about who gets to shine because you will have your day. I thought the reason Campbell was able to play the way he did is because of the way Otis Reese was feeling and taking on blockers at times. Is that what you get from this defense, or am I a little wrong off that?
No, I think you're good. I mean, I think it's hard to tell now because so many guys were out. I mean, that was I think what was impressive about that. And again, the 49ers weren't playing their guys either, but that was a defense without Jeffrey Simmons, without Harold Landry, without Quandre Diggs, without Jamal
Cheeto.
Adams, Cheeto Owuzie, L'Jarius Sneed. You go down the list. I mean, that was the way they played, I think, was encouraging because those were a lot of backups making plays.
That's right.
I think when the season starts, it is going to be interesting to see just how much more aggressive this team is and how much aggressive they need to be. I mean, I think offensively, the question mark is still on the O-line and how that's all going to play out. Defensively, I think the question mark is still on the pass rush and how good it can be, and especially if Arden Key is suspended, and we're still kind of waiting on word on how that's going to play out. But guys are going to have an opportunity, certainly as blitzers, and I think you're going to hope that some of these guys up front can get home.
Real quick on Arden Key, is it a good thing that we haven't heard anything yet?
I don't think necessarily. I wouldn't read into it one way or the other. I mean, I think more times than not, when you see those reported, they end up being the case. I think the league has a process they go through and talking to players and doing their homework. So it has been interesting that the team has let Arden practice with the ones all the way through, and instead of somebody else in there. Maybe that happens at some point, But they're approaching it like they're trying to get him ready for the season, and if they get word that he's not going to be available, then he'll be away from the facility, and somebody else will be working in that spot. But he's in good shape and ready to roll right now.
It's interesting watching the Brian Callahan offense. Certainly, Will Levis was happy to take the checkdowns, which I heard Brian Callahan mention. You can go from 58 to 68% completion percentage real quick if you do that. But you could really see the dynamic playmaking ability of those running backs in that pass game.
Yeah, and you don't have to chuck it deep to have a big play. I mean, with some of these guys. I think Ridley just showed that in that 22-yard catch he made across the middle. He catches just a short pass, and then he escapes kind of the pressure from the defense and then gets to the outside. I think that's what they want Will Levis to do, is to get the ball into the hands of the playmakers, let them make plays for you, pick your shots on when you want to go downfield with some of these balls. And I think that's going to be one of the keys to his success this season.
Jim Wyatt with us on 3HL.
Big T Sweat.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Jimmy, like what's you walk away looking at it and you got to push through. What's your thoughts? Or is it too much to look into in this game without having a guy like Landry and Big Jeff beside him, or having a guy that can, come in and relieve him so much? Is this more about just conditioning, getting used to what the live ball looks like with the refs not blowing, without coaches blowing the whistle dead when you get into the quarterback?
Well, I think a combination of things that kind of worked. I don't know if they say worked against him, but some things that he wasn't used to. Yeah, and Tracy Rocker talked about today is the first time he'd been lining up without Jeffrey Simmons next to him, as you mentioned, Ron. So he didn't have that going for him. I think nerves a little bit. I think even Brian Callahan said that. Maybe he's a little bit anxious, playing his first game. I think they felt like once he settled down a little bit, he did better. And then, understanding, that these guys you're going up against, are really good players. Not that he wasn't facing good players, at Texas, but
right.
He's been facing these guys in training camp for the Titans. He knows kind of their tendencies. He knows kind of, what they're trying to do to him, and now he's going up against other teams' players for the first time. So I think it was kind of a settling in process for him. He is getting in better shape. And he bust his butt. I'll say that. He wants to be good. He's been working hard to be good, and I think he'll be even better. I'm really interested in seeing him this week against Seattle in these joint practices.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these joint practices. What can we expect? Obviously, schedule-wise, a couple hours later than what they have been going. They've been starting at like 8 a.m. But just what can we expect with Seattle and what to see out of these practices starting tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be 10 o'clock to probably 12:15 each day. I expect them to do like a lot of these joint practices. They'll work probably individually on their own, then they'll do special teams together. They'll do 7-on-7. They'll do some team periods. I think you're going to see, I know the Titans plan on playing a lot of their front liners here during the practice week, and then when the game comes on Saturday, those guys won't play as much. I think you'll see the backups more in this game this weekend. So most of the work from the frontliners is coming tomorrow and Thursday, and I know hopefully guys will be on their best behavior. You want guys to compete. Watching some of those practices last week, it just turned into a fight fest and breaking up one fight after the next, just not really getting as much work done. So I'm sure both coaches will stress to their teams just the importance of playing with some discipline. Don't cross the line, because you guys know how those things are. Once one thing happens and one guy throws a punch, guys are going to defend their teammates. So you just got to, you have to be able to resist that temptation to cross the line.
Jim Wyatt with us on 3HL. Yeah, Quandre Diggs, Jamal Adams, I would expect back, right? Because they're old teams coming in town.
Yeah, and I think it was getting close for Adams anyway. I think they've been kind of a little bit conservative with him, more precautionary, holding him out with the soreness. He'll be back out there. Diggs, I think it's more of a full go for him after him kind of wading in last week. And there's extra juice going up against your old team. So that'll be fun to watch.
TennesseeTitans.com at J Wyatt Sports. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you.
Okay, y'all have a good week. Thank you.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
when we come back from College Basketball Report, population of SEC cities, 1 to 16. Where is your favorite team rank in terms of city size? You may not be interested. I was. I find this fascinating. Next on 104.5 The Zone.
Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Are you in the position where you know you need new windows, you know you need new doors? I did all the research for you. I had to replace everything in my rental property. It was 20 years old. And then also had to replace some windows, well, and now a door in my actual home. And so I went through all the companies you could ever imagine, and I settled on Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville and have absolutely loved the experience with them. If you are curious what they can offer you, you can go to their showroom. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville has a beautiful showroom in Franklin, plenty of parking, easy to walk in. It's at 277 Mallory Station Road in Franklin, Tennessee, and you can pull out different windows, different doors, take a look at all of them, and decide what you like. And then they'll give you a deal, too. 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 full months. So you can take an entire year to pay off your purchase. Go ahead and schedule your free consultation. Check out that offer I told you about. Tell them Dawn sent you. Go to PellaNashville.com.
I love living in Middle Tennessee. We've got great restaurants, entertainment, sports, and one of the nation's top Ford dealers right here in our backyard. Two Rivers Ford. Remember that name. Two Rivers has been a staple in our community since 1983. They're locally owned. They have a non-commissioned sales team, and they sell below MSRP. They've been doing business with integrity for decades. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
3HL 1045 The Zone. What's the point of this? Zeph Dog?
This is in honor of Tavon Austin, who had one of the greatest college highlight reels of all time. He announced his retirement today.
Was it college or high school?
It was college at West Virginia.
Who was it with high school?
There have been several. Reggie Bush's was incredible.
Sick. His college one was sick.
And this was the track plane in his highlight reel, which has been watched millions and millions of times.
Who was USC playing? They were playing somebody late at night. I was watching the game, and Reggie Bush had like 400 yards, and he had like 4 long touchdown runs where it looked like a video game where he's running all over the field.
Yeah, anybody?
I think it might have been Fresno State.
Yeah, insert team here.
From College Basketball Report, population of SEC cities. And I want to ask it this way. Who do you think, which city, SEC city, do you think is the smallest in terms of population? Now, this is the city population, not the metro area. So when I say Nashville's number, it won't be 2.2 million. It'll be 600,000 plus or whatever it is.
What are you talking about?
The city itself. So SEC cities, there are now 16, obviously. Which is the smallest?
I'm gonna go Starkville because it felt like I had to drive 30 minutes to go to Waffle House when I was down there. So
it's good reasoning.
Gonna throw them out there.
Smallest. Zeph, what do you think?
Definitely one of the Mississippis. Gotta be.
One of the Mississippis.
Maybe Columbia?
Which one?
Missouri.
Okay, here we go. Largest SEC city, Austin, Texas, 984,567. So they're similar in size to Nashville, but they're not spread out like we are.
Right.
So if you take the metro, like the what is it, the 5-county region, it's like 2.2 million now for Nashville. But
which is like Rutherford County, Davidson, Williamson, Sumner. Yeah.
Yep. Nashville, number 2 on this list, 681, 683. Lexington, number 3.
Lexington's a happening city, man.
319,000, so half the size
really
of Davidson
nice there.
County. Baton Rouge, number 4 at 217 plus. Knoxville, the 5th largest city in the SEC footprint. 200,000.
I like that.
Gainesville, Florida, number 6. 147,000. Columbia, South Carolina, 144. They're number 7. Norman, Oklahoma is 8, right in the middle. 130,674 people. Como, number 9.
Oh, okay.
Columbia, Missouri, number 9. 130,000. They're right there with Norman, Oklahoma. Then Athens, right there with those two at 129. College Station, 126,000 people, number 11. Tuscaloosa, number 12.
Auburn.
113,000. Fayetteville, Arkansas, number 13. 103,979.
Is Babsy school last?
No.
Number 14 out of 16. Most populated cities in the SEC. Auburn, 83,000 people. 83,000 people.
But see, that doesn't count the Opelika area, I bet. And
no, it's just Auburn.
right,
Alabama.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So it is the Mississippis.
That are 15 and 16. 15. It's close, too. 27. So 15 is 27,000 people. 16 is 25,000 people.
It's tiny.
I could not live in a town that small. I could not do there's no way.
How does Lane Kiffin
You know
do
what?
it?
He flies the hell out of there.
I want to say Starkville is last, but man, being in Oxford,
I could see.
I could see Oxford too. Like,
I mean, they're close. Number 15, in terms of population in the SEC, Oxford, Mississippi, 27,509 people.
Right.
Starkville is last.
I know it
25,342.
I knew y'all wasn't in Starkville.
You have to work. Like you have to work to get to Starkville.
Oh yeah.
Wow, what? You had to work to eat.
You guys,
Literally.
I've told you whenever I work a Mississippi State game, I fly direct to Tupelo on like Contour Airlines. Yep. The very first time I took the flight, it was a private plane where the seats like face each other.
Yeah.
You know, like there's 4 seats right there and they face each other. And I was like, where in the heck am I? What am I even hopping on here? It's a little bit bigger now. They have some more flights in and out. But yeah.
Incy tiny bit.
I don't know how you fit on those planes, but.
Contour had one of those. They had a good 1 row, 2
Yeah.
One row, two.
So you could
rows,
do the
yeah.
one row and have
Yep,
some leg room.
it was all right. Yep.
Yeah, but then fly into Tupelo, and then it's still an hour drive to Starkville.
Yeah, I didn't even bother getting a rental car. I just Ubered, man. Like, come on, man.
So we went in 1994.
Well, if you come in too late, I'll say
that's what
this. Hold
happened.
on. You come in too late, you ain't getting a rental car. You come in too early, there's no rental car. I mean, you literally walk into the airport and your gate is right there. And let me tell you, Tupelo security, they're not playing around.
Yeah.
I flew, a million college football seasons with my little travel scissors. No issues in major airports always. I get to Tupelo, they straight stole my scissors.
Did they?
And my toothpaste. Can't fly with this. I'm like, I fly with this out of major airports.
Let me get
always.
all that. Give me that.
Can't fly with this.
Wait, you start arguing with people at the TSA?
Yeah. Especially not in Tupelo. They'll throw you in jail.
They probably still got stripes now, no?
Tell them you're an Elvis fan. You'd be all right. You like peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Oh, gosh.
That's what he ate, right? Peanut butter banana sandwiches?
I think so.
Elvis? Yeah. So we went to Starkville one time, 1994. This is when Peyton Manning threw the pass where everybody's like, okay, I see it. He threw an out route to Kendrick Jones in Starkville, Mississippi, and we were there. And the corner tried to jump it. You can find it on YouTube. And that ball went, zipping past that corner's head. Kendrick Jones catches it down the sidelines, 80 yards touchdown. And the corner, like, when the ball went past his head, he was like, you could see how in disbelief he was at the arm strength. They ended up fumbling the ball 5 times. Tennessee lost to Mississippi State that day. And it was weird. We got into town, and we went to the convenience store to get beer. I mean, first stop, right? Go get beer. And they were like, they didn't sell cold beer. I don't know if it's still that way down there, but I was like, we bought the beer anyway, obviously. Like, so we went up to the counter. I was like, you really think this is going to stop us?
With that kind of ice?
And he's like, I don't care, man. Like, he didn't make the law, but I just thought that was a weird law.
It is.
Or was. I don't know.
May still be.
And I remember seeing cotton fields everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And then
still down there.
And then ginormous sorority houses. Fraternity houses.
Yep. All still established.
I think I drove to Mississippi State once from Nashville, and I lost phone service, which means I lost my GPS, and I was in the middle of nowhere, and I thought that it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
This is deliverance. Like, somebody's going to come and murder me, and nobody's going to know because I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
With no roads.
We did the same thing. We drove through there. And you drive through Mississippi, and they have a bunch of towns from Tennessee and Mississippi. It's like Knoxville, Mississippi, Murfreesboro, Mississippi.
Copy Mississippi.
Houston,
but we did the thing. We did the thing you were talking about, how you wanted to drive to Florida and just laugh at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. We, on the way to Mississippi State, we drove through. We got off the interstate, drove through Tuscaloosa on the campus of Alabama, blasting Rocky Top out of the car.
Smart.
And everybody's looking at us like we were crazy because Tennessee wasn't playing Alabama. I don't even know who they were playing back then. And
rivalry is a rivalry, y'all.
It is. All right. When we come back, more Titans talk. You'll hear from Bill Callahan next. Sure you tell. OLJ. Yes, next on 104.5 The Zone.
All right, everywhere you go, you see Ford Broncos, right? Yes, and they're all different because they have so many options, so many different color combinations, so many packages, trim levels. That is why the Two Rivers Ford team would like for you to come visit them and get to know the Ford Bronco. You don't have to be in the market for a vehicle. Two Rivers Ford has an entire team of Bronco experts that can introduce you to the Ford Bronco, answer questions, let you test drive, show you the off-the-road capabilities, the technology, the accessories, and, of course, remember, Two Rivers Ford, their sales team doesn't work on commission. They're the best. They're just there to educate you, answer your questions, and introduce you to a really cool vehicle that you might not know a lot about. By the way, I still text with my Two Rivers Ford salespeople that I bought my truck from when I have questions. They're the best. And one of the reasons people love doing business with Two Rivers Ford, they are the South's most trusted Ford dealer, so go see them. Two Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet. Check out the Bronco 7 miles east of the airport. Get to know the Ford Bronco at Two Rivers Ford, your Ford Bronco headquarters.
What's happening, good people? Ron Slay coming to you, and I need my fellas to listen up, man. You got to lacking them a little bit of motivation. Drive, you're gaining weight. Noticing loss of muscle mass. Well, these could always be signs of low testosterone. Ooh, testosterone. Testosterone, Slay. Don't wait. Find out now. Low T Center can get you all the way back, man. Get checked out. Get your results back in 25 minutes. All you got to do is go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Good afternoon from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hunk. If you go to Neyland Stadium this year, you're going to see the word pilot on the field. Why is that? That's because the University of Tennessee is becoming one of the first universities to have sponsorship logos on the football field, as they've struck a 20-year deal with the company Pilot. Is Brandon Ayuk going to be a 49er? Is he going to be a Steeler? Reports are saying that the 49ers have a new contract in front of Ayuk, but they also have a deal being worked out with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and one of those is going to eventually happen in the next couple of days. Either he's going to sign the deal or he is going to be heading to Pittsburgh. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
3HL 1045, The Zone. What up, Nashville? Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
That is Don Davenport.
What up, Babson?
What up?
What was your name going to be before it was Dawn? They almost named you Chevelle or Chanel or
Chantel.
Chantel. Like SHAWNTELLE?
I don't know about spelling. I just know Dad won that battle. Thank goodness.
So your mom,
She was
who is named Buffy,
Buff Babette.
almost named you Chantel.
Yes. She was very into the French.
So Chantel Babette, like the Babette was going to stay.
Oh, yeah.
That was going to be there.
Babette's family
That's
name.
family name.
Baby Babs has it too.
Babette, you will go nowhere.
You will be around forever.
Edward is that name in our family.
Yes.
Okay. Executive producer of 3HL is Zeph.
What up?
What up, Zuff?
What was your name going to be?
Salvador.
Yeah, Salvador. Salvador.
That's a hell of a one. From Joseph to Salvador.
Well, it wasn't like my parents wanted to. So, my last name, the Bonanos.
Yeah.
So my the first oldest son is either Salvador or Santiago, and so my great grandfather's name is Salvador. So my grandfather's name would have been my great is Santiago, then Salvador, but
it didn't get to you?
No, they broke the chain with my grandfather.
Huh.
His name is Michael. That's what my middle name is.
I don't know that I would go against the family in your world.
Yeah, the Bonanos. It's very mafia.
Mm-hmm.
If we go far enough back, is there like crime family in your past?
I have no idea. I just know I have the exact same name as a mafia boss.
I would have never thought that until like we were all talking in Dallas one night. Woo. The real Zeph came out.
We got to know the real Zeph.
Yeah. And we'll joke around with him, but we ain't going to cross him.
And his name is Salvador.
Okay.
That's his alternative personality.
I mean, Slay was going to be Slay.
Always.
Stay on your toes, Slay.
See, to be fair, though, Slay's over there thinking about how he's going to get some M&Ms.
I'm going to get some. Plain ones, too.
What, did they get stuck in the machine?
You know, they only got peanut upstairs.
Oh.
We're going to go downstairs.
Go check it downstairs.
Yeah.
So coming up at 4:20, Pilot and the University of Tennessee agreed today on it's being called a 20-year deal. We've been told it was a 10-year deal that will be a 20-year deal that could be extended beyond that, but technically 10-year sponsorship deal that On3.com says is one of the largest sponsorship deals in college football history. Money hasn't been announced, but Pilot CEO Adam Wright will talk about it at 4:20. Nice enough to come on. And just doing research on this guy, this dude, man.
He's really interesting.
And thorough.
And smart.
Any football background?
Yep.
Heck of a running back in his day.
University of Nebraska, Omaha.
Mm-hmm. Tennessee now. Got to be Tennessee now.
I mean,
yeah, there are millions of reasons why.
We ain't got no choice, buddy.
even if you are not a Tennessee fan, I think you'll enjoy a conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and to get that level of guy on the show to see what makes him tick. Also, you know what I mean.
So D2, I don't know, somebody in the chat. I don't even know what that name is. It said, so is it going to be Pilot Field at Neyland Stadium? No.
Nope.
Will not change the name of anything. Not the field, not the stadium. It's just they are the presenting sponsor, which is
Pilot becomes the presenting partner of
yes.
the Neyland Stadium renovation project and the official travel stop of Tennessee athletics. The agreement could, as we said,
gotcha.
That's dope.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, to be able to keep that name right there.
I mean, you don't get to, the opponents don't get to be like, oh, I'm not shopping at Kroger this week.
Exactly. Kind of like what happened with Thompson Bowling.
No Papa John's.
Yeah, Food Line, right?
Yeah, Food City.
Food City.
Yes.
Let me get the right store.
Is Food Line still around?
I don't know.
They can't be.
How did they end up with Food Lion? What did a lion have to do with it?
Oh, that's their logo.
Like to eat. Yeah, they like to eat too.
Food Lion's still around, right?
Yeah, it can't be, Babs.
What?
Food Line is super old.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's just
What about Piggly Wiggly? Is that
Those
still
are
out there?
still around.
That's where you get the good meat from in these little country towns.
I'm telling
Piggly
you,
Wiggly?
I see so many.
We do got Food Line.
Yes.
In Nashville?
In my travels.
Oh, in this area.
Oh.
I see lots of different stores, and I'm like Albertsons. I grew up on Albertsons. We just don't have them here.
As a part of the deal, the new signage will go up on the east side of the stadium, which will include a return of the home of the Vols.
Hey.
Next to Pilot's logo, the agreement includes on-field sponsorships as well. UTAD Danny White said they were committed to preserving the name of Neyland Stadium, and finding a partner that shared that vision was essential.
Dope.
So Adam Wright came up through that Nebraska world through Warren Buffett and all those guys.
I mean, that's a good group to come up on.
He was doing internships while he was playing football. I think he's the all-time leading rusher at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. They call it But looking forward to talking with them. Pilot's revenue last year, $56.8 billion.
Oh, that's all.
That's pretty good.
Could have got the 57. Sold itself short, man.
Somebody in there was thinking that.
Come on, Adam.
Man, them
Got
places,
some work to do.
Yeah.
Pilot is everywhere, and it's nothing like seeing a pilot.
Travel flying, Jay?
Man, and Pilot flying, man, that let me know, ooh, yeah.
Did you used to hit the pilots when you were CDL?
Hell yeah, I get back and lay down.
That's a pilot?
Not in the pilot, but at the truck stop at the pilot.
We used to get kegs at Pilot on Cumberland Avenue.
Yep, I did too. That's where I got my first keg from. Yep, I sure did.
The memories.
I sure did.
First keg.
And it was a small store, a little bitty store. Mm-hmm. Is it still there?
Huge parking lot. Little bitty store.
We've got Food Lions in Gallatin.
No, we're talking about Pilot.
No, but it's only like five of them. It's only like five of them, though.
Oh, okay.
I think Antioch, Bell Road, Pleasant View, Clarksville, and Smyrna.
Oh, no, there's pilots everywhere.
Oh, no, I was talking about Food Line.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Pilot did let you know. I think I only ran into one in Texas, though.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe two.
Got to spread it out now.
Yeah, they need to get down there. They need to get down there close to the border.
They just bought a company in California last year to get west.
They need to. Because I remember when I got to San Antonio and then it went on down, I was like, dang, ain't no Pilot down here.
They're going west like the
need the Pilot.
They're going west like the Donner Party.
Yeah, man.
Horatio Alger.
Yeah.
Well,
plus they got better snacks.
We're about to have the CEO on.
I'm going to ask him about snacks.
Who's way smarter than all of us. So.
Yeah, so why are we talking with this guy? Like, we don't deserve to talk to this guy. Does he know how dumb we are?
No, he's going to smarten us up.
I know people.
How about that? Yeah, good job, man.
Yeah, you do.
My girl Higby set it up for us.
Yes, and if you've listened to the show, that's Higby is who Dawn used to live with, and people would send Christmas cards addressed to both of them like they were together.
Wow. Good job, Babsy.
And people actually thought you were together.
Full transparency, whenever I married Mr. Babs, my brother was like, I thought maybe you and Higby were together. My own brother. I'm like, dude.
That sounds like your brother, too.
Right? Yeah.
Good job, Dane.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, is in major motion pictures that Don Davenport has not seen.
It's one off Stewart's Fair, too, one of my reps. Everybody hit me telling me about where
Food Line is.
Food Line is.
That must be the place to go.
There's another one. There's another one in Smyrna. There you go.
They're just popping up. A couple of NFL notes.
I thought Dawn was playing for the other team for real. Really?
She's married.
I am with a kid.
With a kid.
Well, I mean, I guess sometimes you never know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know.
Do I give those vibes away?
No, lady.
I will say this. Hadley doesn't look a lot like Travis at all.
That's all Babs.
Or me.
No,
yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
I need her to look more like me. I wanted like an exact mini me.
Oh, you got one.
You do have one.
You got one, buddy.
And you look like your mom.
Oh, you got one.
I do look like my mom. Mm-hmm. No, she doesn't look like me. She's that curly hair.
You had it when you were little, though, didn't you?
A little bit,
That's what I'm saying.
Kent says, my sister and her special friend, LOL. Seriously, people thought that they were that way. Like, and that's a true thing. You would get mail addressed to both of you.
Oh, absolutely. We got wedding invites to both of us.
Well, we're
Just
gonna
to
save on
let
this one.
everybody know, we both went through a divorce at the same time. So, of course, like we might as well live together.
Yeah,
We should have been a reality show,
You
too.
You didn't get the blender, but you did get Higby.
That's right.
that was even better.
You know what's crazy, too? I got her on Valentine's Day. That's when she moved in.
All right, you want to do this conversation with Adam Wright?
Yes, let's clean it up and be a little more professional.
This is going to make us all smarter, this guy, okay? Adam Wright, CEO of Pilot, to talk about the deal with the University of Tennessee on next on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? As that little music just trickles on down our ear. Now, you know what doesn't need to trickle out of your refrigerator? Your stuff when it's melting because your power went out. You can all be saved with Cove generators. All you got to do is hit up Generator Dave, get you a Generac automatic standby generator, and any branded generator that you do get, Cove generators can work on that. Plus, through the end of August, you know what we got? Special offers, Babsy.
Yes. How about $500 off?
I like that.
Until August 31st. And all you have to do is call Cove Generators and tell them that you heard about them from us, from Slade, Dawn, 3HL, 104.5 The Zone. And they'll give you $500 off of your purchase. Make it a Generac automatic standby generator. Those are the best. And Cove Generators is your Generac automatic standby generator dealer here all around Middle Tennessee. Cove Generators will make sure that you can protect your family and never lose power again. Give them a call at 931-559-3311. Don't forget extra $500 off if you tell them you know Dawn and Slay. CoveGenerators.com.
Stay connected through it all.
Welcome in, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Big deal for the University of Tennessee and Pilot. Pilot CEO Adam Wright joins us now. Adam, special day, big announcement this morning. 20-year deal, and I hear largest sponsor, one of the largest sponsorship agreements in college football history. Kind of walk us through it, big picture. What does Tennessee get? What do you get?
Well, I think first of all, I think the fans, get the most out of this in the community of Knoxville. Obviously, Neyland Stadium and Shields-Watkins Field are just iconic and historic in nature, and we stepped in to preserve that in this new era of college football to make sure no other corporate entity can come in and claim naming rights for the stadium or the field. And I think that's helpful to the University of Tennessee and their athletic program because there are revenue pressures in this new era, and to find the right partner that's willing to do that, I think was important to them. And then the fans benefit because the history and the iconic nature of those namesakes, stays intact. And then obviously we get to associate ourselves with the Power T and a very, historically winning program, first class, world-class athletes, world-class programs, great leadership, really innovative institution, moving forward. And we know that brands win when they're associated with sports and music in a large way. And this is a great opportunity for us to continue to put down our roots here in Knoxville and demonstrate to the community that we're going to be a partner with organizations and institutions that make Knoxville unique. So I think it's a win all around, and mostly it benefits the fans and allows Tennessee to do some things to make the stadium more inviting and the areas around it just more special for sporting events and other events around the stadium.
Yeah, I guarantee you fans are excited that Neyland Stadium remains intact. Shields-Watkins Field remains intact. Pilot CEO Adam Wright with us on 3HL.
Yeah, Brent just mentioned it. Obviously, the name of the stadium, the name of the field stays the same because we talk about it a lot, especially during like Kentucky, Tennessee week. And Slay's like, all right, not shopping at Kroger this week, because that's Kroger Field or it's Papa John's Stadium over at Louisville. But Neyland is so iconic, and that was something that was important to you guys, that the actual name of the stadium does not change with this partnership. Why was that so important?
Well, it was a non-starter for us and non-starter for Danny and the team there. And, it's interesting. It's taken us about a year to kind of get to this point, but we decided very quickly we wanted to partner and had no issue at all, either side of us, on moving forward in this structure without changing the name of the stadium or the field. I think it's important for a couple reasons. First, for General Neyland and Shields-Watkins and what they've done, planting the first kind of field there and then building a stadium around it. And then General Neyland for service to our country and winning tradition he established at Tennessee. They deserve to have the stadium and the field named after them, and we wanted to honor their legacy and make sure that stayed intact. And then we understand the importance and the significance of all the memories and history and what the stadium and the field mean to all the Tennessee fans. And it would have been brand detracting. It would have, I think, damaged our brand if we would have come in and tried to, take naming rights to the stadium or the field. It just wouldn't have been wise. It's not in our hearts. It wouldn't have been authentic and, to the way we partner in the community. And so it was the right thing to do for all those reasons.
I'm going to name drop here real quick, but maybe it's not name dropping if it's family, but important to me because my great-grandfather hired General Neyland, and he also helped develop the stadium in its initial form. So I appreciate both those things. Slay Dog?
Yeah, man, Adam. And the one thing about it, I was driving trucks after my basketball career. Trying to figure out what I was going to do. And one thing that you could always see on the highway was Pilot. So when you talk about the brands combining to each other, it's a household name as well. How important was it for you guys to be able to be the ones that jumped into this seat?
Well, very important. And then, thank you. You didn't say you stopped at Pilot. You said you could see him. So hopefully.
Oh, no, I ain't believe me. That gas car got ran up. I was trying to get in touch with Mr. Haslam, man. Like, hey, man, I need some help out here on this road.
Adam listens.
No, y'all, hey, I know one thing. Them big old cups, they got me through, baby, and I ain't even a coffee drinker.
That's right. I know. We got the best coffee on the interstate for sure. I can attest to that. It's important, I think, partly because, as you mentioned, I do think Pilot is an iconic, company. Tennessee is an iconic institution, and our stories are really running in parallel. Tennessee's trying to create exceptional experiences for the fans, trying to innovate for the future, upgrading the facilities. And we're doing the same thing. We're a 65-year-old company, and some of our assets need upgrading. There's new innovation around electric vehicle charging infrastructure, and other products and services for our customers. There's just things we can do to enhance the guest experience. And so our stories are really in parallel. And so it just made sense for us to start telling that story together, put our name with theirs, partner in the community, and obviously the reach of the Tennessee brand across the country. We are in 44 states, 6 Canadian provinces. And so it just seemed like a smart match. And with the similar stories and the similar roots in Knoxville, it just made sense.
Absolutely.
Adam Wright with us, CEO for Pilot. The agreement with the University of Tennessee, they will not change the name of the field or the stadium. Pilot becomes a presenting partner of the Neyland Stadium renovation project and the official travel stop of Tennessee athletics. The agreement could be extended beyond the 20-year term. Reading up on you, dude, fascinating life. And I saw where Warren Buffett described you as Horatio Alger squared, which for those that don't know, that was a rags to riches writer. Let's get into your story. Like when you were a kid, did you envision yourself with like the 3-letter title at some point?
No, and I do my best to try to avoid it. It's funny, our chief people officer, his name is Julius Cox. I tell people, I'm in people and strategy, and I never tell anyone I'm the CEO. And Julius says, I tell everybody I'm the CEO. And so, no, it never did. And the first thing I would say for me is all glory to God. I just know I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for my faith and His grace. And if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, he didn't get there by himself. And so tons of people were extremely patient and gracious with me, invested their time and resources and advice to help me stay out of the ditch. And when I got in the ditch, to pull me out of it. So a compilation of a lot of grace, a lot of mercy, a lot of wise and generous people. So never on my mind. I'm not all that comfortable with it today. I just want to show up, be a part of the team. Whatever my hands find to do with all my might, and leave my heart and a piece of me everywhere I go.
Adam, one thing about this stadium, man, I think I'm going to speak on behalf of all the former players there that had to go through the summers and running that hill at G10, the Gate 10. If you all have to do any demolishing over there, let's start right there for all the future athletes that got to come through
Dude,
G10.
G10's the party place.
Yeah, it is, but that hill ain't. That hill is not a party place. I'm telling you that now.
Well, I'm leave that to Danny and the experts on that.
Well, I'll speak with him. Say less.
Adam Wright with us, Pilot CEO. So record-setting running back at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. I'm curious what you learned about leadership through your time playing football.
Well, I think sports emulate life, and I think, I'm biased that football does so. I think a little more obviously. I just think that football is a true team sport. There are very few isolation plays, you can run, and no offense, Ron, I know you're a hooper, but, you can clear out and just let one guy go to work.
That's
if you
right.
really wanted to, but it really takes everybody working. And it's a term we use at Pilot, and I've carried with me a while. My leadership is shoulder to shoulder. And if you look at a football field, everyone's lined up shoulder to shoulder. If you didn't know any better, you'd see no hierarchy. You're pretty much in a straight line. And I've learned a lot about doing things with co-collaboration, co-creation, co-ownership, giving everybody a platform and a voice at the table, everyone from the janitor to the chairman. I value everyone's input. I value them as people. And I think that comes from the football field. I mean, Mondays we had hip-hop. Tuesdays we had country. Wednesdays we had metal. Thursday we had alternative. You just get a chance to really appreciate culture and people's backgrounds and experiences. And everyone has a story and everyone has value and worth. And it's going to take all of us to get it done. All of us owning all of this is what we say at Pilot. And so I learned that from football. I learned about preparation. I learned about perseverance. I learned about taking feedback and, harsh criticism. I remember I was a rookie with the New York Giants, and 10,000 people would come to practice. And I remember getting chewed out by Coach Fossil in front of 10,000 people. And it's just the way it was. You listen for what you're being, coached on and how you can get incrementally better. You're just trying to get a little bit better every day. And that mindset, I think, has carried with me through all the roles I've had, and is playing a big role in my leadership today.
Adam Wright, Pilot CEO, big deal with the University of Tennessee today.
All right, so we dug deep into your football background, of course, because this is a sports station. We saw you were a baller and found out your OC was actually Lance Leipold back in the day. Like, what was he like back in the day, and what did maybe you gain from him? Because he's done a heck of a job now as his career has moved on.
It's funny when you're an athlete and you got the coach. It's amazing how players bond around, how you feel about the coach, and you don't recognize it at the time, but he was extremely hard on me and all of us. I mean, literally, attention to detail, being where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to do. I don't think I ran one play in my entire time with him that I got right, like perfectly right. Ever. And this is a true story. So I was getting ready to break. It sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not. I just want to really just highlight.
It's not bragging if it's true, Adam.
So I had a chance to break the all-time leading rushing record, and the first play against a team called Minnesota State, Mankato, break the record, 80-yard touchdown run. And I'm thinking I'm going to get knighted the next day, in the team meeting, that they're going to stop it. They're going to give me the game ball. Coach is going to get up and say great things about me, and I'm going to get a chance to make a speech. And so we're watching film, and it's my right foot, and then they stopped it, rewound it. Right foot, rewind. Right foot, rewind. And they just looked at me, and Coach Leipold said, "Are we coaching you to step that wide on that draw play?" I said, "No, sir." And then he said, that's going to get us beat. When it's 4th down and 1, taking 2 wide steps and get us beat. And he fast-forwarded my run. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh, my God.
Process over result, right? That's what that teaches you.
Yeah, that's right. Process over and lesson learned. So, and I agree with that, by the way. There's something about embracing the process and finding joy in that.
I mean, we keep our daily goal is a perfect show, and we've never had one. So, but we'll keep trying. You mentioned you were on the Giants roster. Was that in 2000? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was that in 2001, 2002?
2001, 2002.
So, were you in New York when 9/11 happened?
I was actually. I had blown my knee out a couple of days before that. And so they went out to Denver, I think on September 10th, Monday night game to play the Broncos, and I was back home. And so that morning, I was there, and it was a very surreal, eerie feeling. Like everything just shut down. And then, I go out and do rehab, and you go out in the field, you could see the Twin Towers smoldering for it might have been months. It just smoldered. And it was just the thing I would say, and I don't know, I want to get on a soapbox here, but I just think we moved so far from that as a country. And there was a moment there where we were just united, and the main thing was the main thing. It was. Yeah. I think sports do that. At little microcosms, they show the best of us and how we can be when we let our petty differences, get put to the side and we focus on the common interest. But after 9/11, New York was different. I mean, people were gracious. People were going to church. I mean, people held doors for each other. They were interested in people. And we have, in 20-some years, we've gotten lost. So anyway, I just would say it was a very surreal time, very scary time. So
how did you consume that news? Like, how did you find out? Because you shouldn't have even been in New York, right?
Yeah, I should have been with the team, and so they were trying to get back. I got a call from Jonathan Carter. He was a wide receiver for Troy State, and we were rookies together. His grandma was calling me, and the cell towers were all screwed up, and so I didn't know. And I remember playing PlayStation. I was playing Madden, I think, and she finally answered, and she was, in her southern way, she's like, "Boy, cut the TV on." So I turned it on, and I saw the second tower hit, and you could actually see, because I was in Hackensack, New Jersey, and you can see across, the Lincoln Tunnel kind of runs under the river there, and you can see the skyline. Oh, so you could see it, pretty much just about in real time.
Wow. Adam Wright, Pilot CEO, wide-ranging conversation. You probably didn't expect this, but this is kind of what we do. We're fascinated by interesting people, and you certainly are that. One question, what are the terms of the deal with the University of Tennessee? I've seen the 20 years, and I've seen millions, but what is the financial agreement?
Well, we're keeping the financial terms undisclosed, and for a couple of reasons. We do want the focus to be on sort of the transformative nature of it, the innovative nature of preserving the name, and keeping the focus on the field, and what this does for the legacy of the stadium and for the benefit of the community. So we're trying to keep the focus there. I know when you disclose numbers, everyone second guesses it. If they don't do it today, they'll do it a year from now when the next deal gets announced. And it's just something we don't do. And then it also gives our competitors a view of how we value partnerships of significance. And so we're not going to disclose the financial terms, but it's 10 years, and we'll mutually agree to extend another 10 years. And it's pretty much a 20-year deal. And so we're calling it a 20-year deal. We get opportunities to be present with our logo and branding at the stadium in a more significant way, a fast favorites, sort of convenience store in the concourse. We get a chance to use the Power T logo on some of our social sites, engage the coaches and players. And so we get a lot out of it. Obviously, Tennessee gets a ton of financing for the renovation project and all the work and initiatives they have going on. And then it helps them with, having world-class facilities for recruiting and sort of sustaining their competitive advantage. Truly a win-win. And again, to find a partner that's willing to not change the name, that's going to be hard to do. I do think this would be a model across the country. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this makes complete sense, Dawn.
Yeah, so I'm always fascinated by the behind the scenes kind of part of how business partnerships like this happen. How long has this been in the works? Like how long does it take to put something like this together? Kind of fill us in on the backstory of that.
We've been talking for about a year, and but it's interesting. So I'm trying to explain it in the most fair way. It's not like we were trying to negotiate to get to a place where we do want to partner, and then you going back and forth on a bunch of things. It was just sort of a natural progression of the discussions. But like from day one, like we said, hey, we need to find a way to partner in a big way. We think there's an opportunity for pilot with our story, with your story, for us to get mutual value. If we do anything, here the number one thing is the name has to stay the same. And so how do we thread that needle? And this is before the NCAA ruling was out there. So there was some legwork. Talking to SEC administrators and others on is there language in the laws, the bylaws, and what governs the NCAA that would allow us to do something like this without changing the name of the stadium or the field. And so we're trying to work through that. Ryan Alpert and those guys were leading that, and we got to a good spot. So once we got that hurdle cleared, it was just kind of like, okay, now how do we shape it and find the mutual value? So the big thing was just how do we do it in a way legally with the laws that govern college sports without changing the name of the field or the stadium. And that had to get worked through. That probably took the longest time.
Right, and that was an ever-changing environment, too, so almost daily. But anyway, Adam, pleasure to meet you, man. Congrats on the deal from your end, from the University of Tennessee's end, and I'm sure we'll talk soon again.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for having us on. I do have a question for Dawn, just because our team does research too. I know that you're not a native Tennessean, and so I'm kind of wondering how did you kind of break into becoming a Tennessee sports fan and come up to speed and be accepted as a true
fan is a strong word.
Be careful, Adam. Be careful, boy.
Wait
You
a
about to
sec,
start some
Adam.
beef in here.
Hold on. Okay, you see why he's good at his job. Look, he's totally turning the tables here. It's so innocent. He's so likable. This whole conversation on the way out. Hold on. Yeah. I'll say this, Adam. I do a show with two Vol for Lives, so sometimes I feel like I need to, like bring the Tennessee love down a little bit. So, so Tennessee fans might think that I don't love Tennessee, but I really do. I love Tennessee. I love Neyland Stadium, and I'm super excited for y'all's partnership. But deep down, I am an Auburn fan, Adam.
I know you are. I know. How could you not be?
I mean, she played volleyball there, so
undercover, Adam. It's undercover.
All right, there he is. He's Adam Wright, Pilot CEO. You're going to be hearing from him and seeing that logo all over the place with regard to the University of Tennessee. And on the way out, I noticed your company's purpose statement, and I want to share this with people because I want people to think about this. Showing people they matter at every turn. 7 words. Showing people they matter at every turn. Fascinating, man. Love the company. Appreciate your time, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. I see you, Dawn, Ron, Brett. You guys have a great rest of the week and good weekend.
Thanks, Adam.
He's Adam Wright. All right, more 3HL coming up next on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circle Survivor and Circle Million are now up to $16 million in guaranteed prizes. You have two ways to win, and I'm telling you right now, Circle Survivor contestants, all you got to do is select one team each week with no point spread. If the team loses or ties, the entry is eliminated. You can only pick one team each season. Now, last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. Circle Million, though, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed. Quarterly and full season payouts. The entry that does the worst wins $100,000. You must register at Circle Sportsbook in Nevada, Las Vegas, Henderson, or Sparks, Reno. We are heading out to Vegas, and we will be doing our live show from there August 22nd and the 23rd. So entries are now open and closed September 7th at 2 p.m. Visit circusports.com for details and rules. Must be 21 and present in Nevada. Paid for by Circus Sports.
Compton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, maybe a Sprinter, van, new or pre-owned. They've got you covered. Just tell them what you're looking for. More space. Maybe you need a third row in that SUV. Maybe you need better gas mileage. Maybe you need an easier payment on you. Whatever your needs are, let them know. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. They'll point you in the right direction. You'll take your test drive. You'll go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be the best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. 24 West toward Clarksville, 9 miles outside the city. You will find exit 35. Straight shot into Springfield, Tennessee, where you'll find Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Check them out online. All of the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, everything you need. Inventory, all the deals they have going on right there. GuptonMotors.com is the website. That's GuptonMotors.com. Again, 3450 Tom Austin Highway. Best vehicle buying experience you will ever have. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
You ever wonder why so many pro athletes go and use stem cell therapy? Because it works. I'm Ron Slade, retired 14-year pro basketball player, and I needed to get this done. After I went through my entire career riddled with injuries, I needed therapy, so I went to Kellum Stem Cell Institute out in Franklin. Why? Because they're the stem cell specialists. They can be yours too. They're the stem cell specialists of the Tennessee Titans. You know why? Because it works.
Make an appointment today with Kellum Stem Cell Institute.
3HL 1045 The Zone. What about Adam Wright coming at Dawn with questions? Research and questions.
Trying to make sure she on her game. Unless you're going to be a Tennessee fan. One of the two.
He knew exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing with that question.
He did it at the end like I did. Like I tried to sneak the, what are the financial terms of this deal? Because they're not out. And he was like, nah, I'm not having that, bro.
Yeah, you.
And then he snuck one to you.
He's funny. How fascinating is he? Like, that's a guy you would want to work for, right?
Mm-hmm. Smyrna DB on YouTube says Adam Wright was a most pleasant surprise. When you hear CEO, you have certain preconceived notions, and he was engaging, interesting, and yet also humble.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm not trying to brag here. He did. I'm like, dude, you broke a rushing record
on an 80-yard run.
Right? Like, it's not bragging.
To explain process over result.
It's okay to brag anyway.
Yeah.
Bragging if it's true.
He broke it. Yeah. Like what?
Yeah, he was really
told us a fact.
Really interesting. Well, when I found out we were going to have him on, I was like, yeah, whatever. It's it's cool to have him on because it's an amazing.
We both had that reaction
deal.
when you were talking about it. Like, what should we do with this? And I'm like, oh, okay, let's do this. And I was the same way.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely want to have him on. That's interesting, but I'm sure we won't spend like a ton of time with him. And then you start. And there's not a ton out there because he doesn't do a ton of media stuff. Like, you can tell he doesn't want to talk about himself.
It was hard to find information on him.
Yeah, but when you did, you're like, this man is fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Like, even the New York Giants stuff was kind of hard to find. And then I noticed that it was 2001. But when I asked him that question, I didn't know that he was in New York.
Yeah.
Like, because the team was going to Denver, like he said, but he had hurt his knee, so he was still in New York when it happened.
Interesting guy.
Really good.
Bill Callahan, offensive line Jesus. We call him OLJ on this show.
That's right.
Evaluates the offense. He met with the media after practice today, and this is from Easton Freeze. He evaluated the offensive line after the first preseason game.
It was a good start. You know, I was pleased in a lot of ways, and in other ways, I see a lot of area of improvement. But the entire, pre-game or leading up to the game against the Niners, we really focused on a true game plan. So we really spent a lot of time in the meeting room putting full installations in and give the players an idea of what that would feel like during the course of a normal in-season week. So it was really positive in that regard. So the players had a direct plan, to draw from and study and get ready for. So I was pleased with that. I was pleased with the preparation and obviously the performance.
Did you see?
Obviously the performance.
Preparation and performance. There you go. Bill Callahan, also from Easton Freeze, talking about the depth at right tackle.
Well, I think you have Nicholas, and then you have, of course, you've got 71. He's a really good player. I love Jalen. I think he needs to be in that mix. You got Jerron. You got Leroy Watkins, who hasn't been out here the last few days. But, we're really fortunate to be in camp, with 6-7 healthy tackles that are working. So from that aspect, we're getting a chance to look at a lot of different players. So it's been really positive.
But it's fun. Getting some work done.
I mean, MPF looked pretty good to me, having missed time and all that stuff.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
And you guys know I was not sold on MPF.
Not at all, Babsy.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all sold?
Nope.
But yeah, he held up well. Now, can you string those things together? But that's why it was weird for me, because I'd heard, like, even while he was out, that he was going to be the guy right there. Bill Callahan talking about Radens, NPF, and also J.C. Latham.
I don't know about solidify, but I was pleased, with their performance. Again, like MPF had just not enough reps yet. He's been very limited in that regard. So he's really just gotten back. And so he's not up to speed, but I got to commend him on working hard to get to that point. So it's like a crash course in essence in the last week and a half with him. But I just love Nick. I like his work ethic. And then for Dylan, he came out. I thought the pass pro is improving. He's starting to throw hands. He's latching handles, he's anchoring down. So those facets of his play are improving. So there's really good correlation. The players are taken from the practice field to the game, and I think as a coach, that's all you can ask for.
What about JC in his first NFL game on?
I think he had some good things, had some really good snaps, and then he had some other snaps that I think he would want back. He's the first to make that admission, and that's a great thing about coaching JC, is that he has really good foresight and he understands the adjustments that he needs to make, to get better and improve. So from that aspect, I'm really fortunate to have a player like that. A lot of times you have guys that come to you, whether they're rookies or veteran guys, and they're always looking for your critique or your thoughts on their performance. But when you have a player like him that says, Coach, I could have done better on this block, I could have done better on the perimeter, I could have post set it a little bit better, square, that's refreshing, and that's pretty cool. So he's continuing to make progress, and still a ways away from where he wants to be yet, but we're getting there, surely.
There he is, Bill Callahan, offensive line. Jesus.
Latham, boy, he got some vet qualities in him already. Don't seem like a rookie outside of the play.
In the 5 o'clock hour, I do want to hear one more thing from Bill Callahan on the retirement of Sadiq Charles. But before the break, let's get Jason in here real quick. Jason, what's up, man? Thanks for being patient, bro. Yo, Jason. I can hear him. Can you hear him? No, you can't hear him.
I can hear him.
You can.
Sorry, Jason.
You can or cannot?
Cannot.
I couldn't either.
What's wrong with me then? Am I turning into a werewolf?
You hearing things in your head?
Nobody knows.
Hear voices. Heard Jason's voice. All right, when we come back, more from Bill Callahan, Tracy Rocker, Tyke Tolbert. I got a weird story from the Sin River. Next, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
All right, I want to tell you about Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. You've heard me rave about their landscape lighting and what a great job they do, but I want to tell you about their holiday lighting that they do, which is amazing. If you have ever been to Cheekwood, by the way, Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville has been for the past 8 years the company that maintains and installs the holiday lights at Cheekwood, which is such a beautiful installation. Yeah, that's Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. And they can do holiday lighting for you, too. So you have no ladders, no boxes, no mess. They do the design, they do the install, the takedown, and store the lights for you. So how it works, you purchase your lights the first year, and then boom, they'll store them for you. NashvilleChristmasLights.com is where you could go. Or if you just want to check in with Bob Lyons, the owner, and see all they can do, go ahead and check out Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville at outdoorlights.com/Nashville. And if you want holiday lighting, I'm telling you, full service holiday and event lighting, now is the time to go ahead and book it.
Holistic Stem Cell Therapy, brought to you by Kellum Stem Cell Institute. Get over there. Get your body feeling right. You have the opportunity. It's right there in your hands. All you got to do is pick up the phone. Set up your consultation. 615-850-4415 is the number that you would call. Then from there, you go down and sit and have a one-on-one with Dr. Kellum himself, and he'll walk you through exactly what you have that's bothering you about it or what you don't trust. And listen, man, from my experience, I've had a great experience with them. Yes, remarkable results with my body, my cells, and my solution. I hold that. I attacked the right knee, also my right hip, and my right shoulder. All was giving me problems. The inflammation was tearing my body up, man. It was burning sensations that would make me wake up out of my sleep. I don't have to deal with that anymore. 615-850-4415. You don't either if you go to KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
And good evening from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Honk. The word pilot is going to be on Neyland Stadium's field this upcoming football season as the University of Tennessee has struck a deal with the company that's going to be for 20 years, and the naming rights will be on Neyland Stadium starting with the August 31st game. Tennessee is one of the first universities in the NCAA to have naming rights on the field. And Brandon Ayuk, is he a 49er? Is he a Steeler? Multiple sources are saying that the Steelers and 49ers have an agreement in order, and all it is waiting on is the 49ers to sign the deal, and Ayuk will be in Pittsburgh. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL on the air, 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty with you. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. She's not Davenport, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, Babsy?
Boys and girls.
Happy Tuesday. Happy joint practice week.
I thought you were about to say hump day, and I was about to get confused because, like, wait, is it Wednesday?
No.
It was the money.
But you said it was
okay.
Monday
I said
earlier.
It was Monday, yeah.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
That's right.
Tomorrow, Taylor Lewan will be in studio 3 to 4. Coach Mack will be on at 4.
Ooh.
Todd Furman will be on at 4:20.
Hey.
It's a fun show.
Rock'em sock'em show.
Slay Dog will be here.
I'm in the building.
You got me on that one.
Zep's like looking at me, man.
I know he is.
It's like I'm the third base coach giving him signs.
I feel like I have a delay because I got to hear you through the headphones. He gets to hear you in person.
Oh, man. Listen, we hear him at the same time, dog. I got my headphones on. I can't hear him. Like, what you talking about, Zeph? What you talking about, Willis?
All right, we're 1-1-1 today.
No.
I definitely got you last hour.
Yeah, you did. I got you that first one, though. Babs
we
gave
were
me a
tied.
tiebreaker. Babs' headphones are broke.
Slade tripped all over himself last hour.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. That was when he was craving M&Ms.
Yes,
We're
I had to go
1-1-1.
No, we are 2-1.
Nah, 1-1-1.
Meanwhile, Babs is
Take the
like, you need to go buy some new ones
I know.
and then take them home.
But I'm cheap.
You want this extra
Cheap.
pair we got in here?
I don't know where those have been.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, it's the noise that those things make while you're messing with them.
Sorry.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
And they
I'll
leaning.
turn my.
They leaning, too.
I know, because there's nothing I can do about it. I blame the hitman.
Why don't you just taking shots? He's like, he and Stella going out to dinner or something. They're in the car and just getting blamed for headphone problems.
Sorry, Blaine.
No, sorry, Stella. Oh, man. 615-737-1045 if you want in at 3HL 1045. Again, the big news of the day. Pilot and the University of Tennessee agree on what amounts to be 2 10-year sponsorship deals, a total of 20. That on3.com says one of the largest sponsorship deals in college football history. Pilot CEO Adam Wright joined the show to talk about it. If you missed it, go back and listen. He's a very interesting guy, number one.
Absolutely.
But number two, had great info as to how this all happened. In an ever-changing NCAA climate, it was tough to get this done, but it was important for both sides that Neyland Stadium remain Neyland Stadium, Shields-Watkins Field remain Shields-Watkins Field.
That's right.
And so those things happened. Also, 42 years ago today, Jeff Spicoli happened. Does anybody get that?
No.
Animal House?
Close. You're in the same genre.
Okay.
So it's a comedy.
Yep.
National Lampoons.
I mean, it's in that world.
Caddyshack?
In that world. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That's right.
42 years ago today. Hit this screens. We've talked about the E. coli problem for a while. That river had been shut down for like 100 years, right? But the Olympic Committee deemed it safe one day. I think it was the first Wednesday, right? All of a sudden it was good. So they can have the marathon swimming in the Seine River. E. coli is bacteria on feces, okay?
Wow.
Ugh.
So they were showing. Remember, they were showing pictures of the Sin River before they let everybody in it, and it was just brown and not moving, and I mean, just nasty.
Foolishness.
So at least one swimmer got sick. Remember, we were talking about that, and he went to the hospital after swimming in the Sin. Now there's apparently another Irish swimmer, Daniel Whiffen, was rushed to the hospital Saturday after swimming in the Sin River. He was supposed to be his country's flag bearer in the closing ceremonies, but had to miss.
That's a shame.
Because he was in the hospital.
It's a shame, man. I don't know why they make
Because of
people
E.
get in that
coli?
water, man.
They're not saying. He said he had a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's
From swimming in that.
All kind of other stuff. Ain't just no bug. It's bugs.
So if you were
diseases,
if you were lined up to swim in the Sin River in the Olympics, you would have bowed out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, United States.
Sorry.
Matter of fact, I'll stand here until they finish.
By the way, how did I miss the breakdance chick from Australia? How did I miss that?
Swept the world.
Y'all showed me that after the show yesterday. What in the world was that?
Kangaroo hop.
Well, so she scored 0 points. 0.
I mean, that's pretty spectacular.
Remember,
I always said be spectacularly good or bad?
She was.
She was spectacularly bad. And now
I thought it was good. I was entertained. Are you not entertained?
No.
Yes.
I was.
I was entertained.
That ain't the entertainment they want, though.
I mean,
what do you think our country looking at her
didn't
like?
she,
Look,
she
made
like
a
came
mockery.
out and talked about how
creativity.
but how mean everybody has been to her and, made her cry.
Yeah, you
and
got out here
this and
playing
that. I'm
around.
like, it's your own fault.
Yeah, you get in there, did the windshield wiper. That ain't no breakdance.
You don't get to woe is me about
The
people
sprinkler.
turning you into a viral sensation when you're supposed to be the top level of that sport.
Yeah.
And
So-
you don't perform. Like, you don't get to say, oh, poor me. It's your
Shouldn't
own
the-
damn fault.
Shouldn't the Australian committee have seen her act before?
That's what I want to know.
She went over there?
You would think. But see,
The best
it's
part,
a
they
don't
new,
know.
it's a new, it was just added to the Olympics. Maybe they don't know.
So if it's a bunch of old people, like octogenarians, they don't even know what breakdancing is.
I mean, honestly,
pretty cool what
do you
she
know?
doing.
No, I thought it was
Like, I know
hysterical.
that was terrible.
You know what
but
breakdancing is.
I
yes,
don't
you
know.
do.
I also watched the gold medal breakdancer, and I was like,
Yeah, that wasn't that great either.
I didn't think that was that great.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, just time travel.
They just gave away a medal for that one.
Go back to the 80s.
So, do you want to know what her day job is?
Yes, please. I want to know as much about this person as possible.
She's a zookeeper, I bet.
No, she is a lecturer at I can't pronounce this. Macquarie University in Sydney, Australia, whose research focuses on the culture, politics of breaking or breakdancing. So
She teaches it?
She studies and researches
Listen,
breakdancing.
those who can't do teach, right?
Oh, that is terrible. I thought she was
favorite
like
part-
a counselor or something.
My favorite part is that little thing she did with the little kangaroo thing where she just paused for a second.
Yeah. I like it, man.
Oh,
I
man.
wonder what her family thinks.
Okay, now it's even worse.
Find out more about this
study
girl.
it?
She said that she approached the 2024 games from an academic perspective.
Said no one ever.
Like, what? Come
She
on,
posted
lady.
an article last June about in the issue of Global Hip Hop Studies titled "The Australian Breaking Scene in the Olympic Games: The Possibilities and the Politics of Sportification."
I guarantee nobody read that magazine.
Taylor says she has a PhD in breaking.
She has a PhD in breaking.
Breaking 2, electric boogaloo.
Okay, that makes it completely even worse.
Yeah, that absolutely. She should have kept that one to herself. I would have said I was.
What is that even the equivalent of?
I don't know. How can you?
She teaches breakdancing.
I mean, dude.
Anybody could have did better than that. She could have watched videos and she should have just went back to the 80s and watched videos and just stole somebody's routine. Like, why would you try to get out there and make... Hello?
Okay, now you saw how bad that was, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if y'all haven't seen it, I mean, see it.
How bad?
It's everywhere.
How bad do you think the people she was competing against were in the qualifiers that got her to the Olympics?
It don't matter how bad or great they were. She was going to get the nod anyway.
Point.
No, you're a professor. I'm going to give you the nod anyway. You teach it. How can you be wrong? All she got to do is stand before them and be like, now listen now. I know that probably looked like it was good, but who teaches it? I'm going to get the nod every time.
There's no way that there was not someone better. Have you guys seen now on TikTok, you have like all these stay-at-home moms or just random women that are imitating it move for move and doing it exactly like she did it? I mean, and these are all women that have zero background in breaking.
I'm about to type up Turbo.
Yes.
I'm gonna type up Turbo and see if if this pops up, then she ain't really doing her work like she's supposed to. Let me
You guys
see.
know what her breakdancing name is, right? Ray Gun.
See what I'm saying?
Ray Gun?
Yeah, because her name is Rachel Gunn, so she shortened it to Ray Gun.
Which is awesome. If you're any good.
Look at it. Look.
Your first search for Turbo brought it up?
The third video, Turbo from the Disney Pixar movie, of course, pops up.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first and second one.
Okay.
And then the third one, Breaking.
Yep.
Turbo. Going off.
You know what? She is also, I think, I saw breakdancing is now not in the 2028.
It's not.
Yeah,
She killed it.
She killed it.
She
It's
killed
over.
it.
Yeah.
She killed all the hopes and dreams of all the breakers out there.
I'm trying to think, though, like. It's a shame that America,
please.
like, who did America send over there? Why didn't you go to New York, like L.A.?
Just
like
on the corner.
Go somewhere.
At
like
the corner store.
You can go anywhere and find somebody that can break dance. It's a culture.
Yep.
USA was not supposed to lose. I don't know, did they put anybody in it? They couldn't put nobody in it.
I mean, I'm sure.
This is what the head of the Australian breaking team had to say about her.
Oh my gosh, there's a head of the team that allowed that to happen?
Exactly.
Ray Gunn is an absolutely loved member of this Olympics team. She has represented the Olympics team, the Olympic spirit, with great enthusiasm.
Okay.
And I absolutely loved her courage. I loved her
What
character.
does any of that mean?
Great,
And
give
I
her
feel
a damn
very
participation
disappointed
That's
for her.
exactly
trophy.
what that is.
She came under attack.
Under attack? What?
She scored 0 points.
Yeah, who's attacking that?
I think they're talking about the people online who are making fun of her.
Tell her get offline then.
No, tell her to do better.
Oh, my gosh.
Be better.
What you talking about?
You know what
can't.
this is?
She can't
This
be
is
better.
here it is. This is the whole conversation of, oh, I can't believe that they put up
Yep.
80 on them. Okay, well then stop them.
Yeah, like, why are you out there, lady? That lady was doing this.
Corey on YouTube. My wife's maiden name is
gosh.
Rachel Gunn. Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
That does not look like a breakdance move.
No, it's a kangaroo.
Come on, dog. So she tried to incorporate the culture of Australia into the dance.
By the way, you want to get down a wormhole? Look up kangaroos fighting.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different animal right there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what she should do. Go fight a kangaroo.
Not doing that little stance.
They might just start laughing.
No, they're gonna box the hell out of her. Kangaroos don't play.
We've got some NFL notes.
He's
Injuries
breaking on the camera there.
happening around the league.
I got one more thing on her if you want it.
Yes, of course I do.
Zell, please stop.
Her husband is her breaking coach.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
jeez.
The whole
That's
family
a
is messed
nightmare
up, man.
period.
Wait, does she have kids? This
Man,
woman?
please.
So before she
Did she
started
procreate?
So before she started breakdancing, she had experience with ballroom dancing, jazz, hip hop, salsa, and tap dance.
No, she didn't.
And
That's all a lie.
then she met her husband, Samuel Free, at university while they were in college. Sorry.
That's
weird
what they call
language.
it.
Yeah.
In Europe and Australia.
Free taught her how to break dance and is still her coach today.
I'm not gonna let her do jazz like that. No, she need to make that. You need to. Well, you find that on Wikipedia because I'm gonna go in there and erase it. Can we control Wikipedia?
That was Business Insider.
Yeah.
Oh,
she,
boy.
She LinkedIn, all that need to be erased.
So you're saying this woman is just destroying all kinds of culture?
She's a fraud.
She's a fraud, dog. That's a
And
fraud.
now
all
that's
day
why
long.
she's so upset because they have now been exposed.
Exactly. So she probably can't teach it no more.
Man,
She probably can't teach it. How can she teach it?
breaking.
No, she can't teach it.
No, we're breaking.
Oh.
No, we're not. We've gone too far again.
Yeah, we're in it now.
We're in
geez.
it.
It's their fault.
Karen said this woman is the Milli Vanilli of breakdancing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Milli Vanilli was a better performer at least.
At least they could entertain. She
I'd
can't
still
even
listen to
entertain.
them.
She tried to come on there with a little hat on.
It was,
Like, what was the hat going to do?
It was
Do
entertaining.
you confidently think that you could go out there and score more than she did?
1,000%.
yeah. What? Just by the song I
I used
picked.
to have a mean centipede until it started giving me headaches.
What song did she pick, Zeph?
I'd have to go look.
Well, check it out.
What's her name again? Rachel Gunn?
Rachel Gunn, a.k.a. Ray
I needed,
Gunn.
man, first of all, she came out with the Painter Man suit on. That should have let us know right there. Something ain't right.
The Painter Man? What?
Yeah, you know the painter, the suit that the painters wear? That zip up like the jumpsuit?
Painter Man suit.
You ain't never seen the Painter Man suit?
Did she have a full onesie on?
I think so, Babs. If I ain't mistaken, she might have had a little full green ones on with a little yellow hat. That little bottle cap hat, we should have known.
Oh, my
that
gosh.
this lady ain't it.
She's on Instagram with 105,000 followers.
Oh.
Foolishness. See, everybody wants to see foolishness. Is she on there doing something?
Are you not entertained?
No.
Yes, I'm entertained.
No, I am ashamed.
That's
See,
shame and
she just
entertained.
needs to own this.
That is,
Yeah.
She's like,
I'll accept that.
Oh, people are so mean to
Yeah,
me.
see, no.
I have enthusiasm.
Yeah.
What? No, you just need to own it. Be
I'm
like,
with you.
yeah, I just got a free 2-week paid vacation in
To
Paris
Paris.
Yeah.
on
See?
Australia.
And I
What's
didn't even
up
have to
with
go in the
that?
Sin River like some of y'all.
That's
where I
right.
would be. That's exactly where I would be. Exactly, Jael. Do you hear it? Right? She came out that dress just like Mario Brothers. Luigi and Mario Brothers. That was the best thing
Not
you done
even
said
Mario.
in 2 years, Jael. Hell yeah. That's exactly it. She came out like Luigi. Luigi and Mario Brothers with that little silly little hat on, man. Come on, man. Look, there it is. Is that a onesie?
no.
Is that a onesie?
No, it's like shorts and a
I
shirt.
don't think
or
you can
pants
break
and a
dance
shirt.
in a onesie. Not that
Man,
she
I don't think she can
actually
break dance in
did
what she
break
had
dance
on.
at all. But
Look at that little hat. Look at, see, come on, y'all. Come on, man. Hey, this little lady tripping.
I'm sure she's a really nice person, Slay.
Ain't got nothing to
Chad
do with
said, see,
entertainment.
we apparently know nothing about breaking. He said that's not how scoring works. Basically, each judge just picks which person they like better between the two. Well, no wonder the sport's
Well,
damn gone. You got to
what?
get like an official scoring
I ain't never
in
heard of
there.
that.
There's got to be guidelines, you know?
Yeah,
I want to see her
that.
husband.
They just give
Hey.
the one they like.
Do you think this is a question for Buck? Do you think that I could probably break dance after seeing me at your wedding better than Rogo or whatever her name is?
So,
Should we
Ray Gun.
text him and ask him?
man,
Yeah,
absolutely.
text Buck in.
Okay.
Absolutely. 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 Absolutely.
I think I have more rhythm than she
You
does.
barbecuing her, Babsy. I'm telling you.
I think that's the hardest I've laughed on this show.
It is. I mean, she's barbecuing it. That's what I'm saying.
Barbecue.
She is.
So a dance off between this. We need to fly her up here and have a dance off between Babs
That's
and
right.
Ray
I
Gun.
wish they would.
Oh,
We'll sell it out.
White girl hip hop break.
Oh, it'll sell out. You go, no, you, man, deep frying her, Babs. I know it. I know it. I already know it.
Maurice in the chat. I'm driving down the road screaming Nathaniel.
Man, every bit of it. That's who she is. Natalie? That's a Natalie. That's a Natalie. Yeah, man. Get out of here. What the judge is doing?
Oh man.
All right. We'll talk about the NFL next. 4-5 is
Crazy.
so. Y'all, her Instagram feed. She got the mom jeans on.
You got to send it to us, man.
And everything.
Yeah, because is she on there breakdancing?
Yeah. Ray Gun _AUS.
Yeah, come on, later.
Ray Gun. Brentwood Jewelry, that's where you need to go to get any of your gifting responsibilities taken care of throughout the year. My guys, the Imamali family, they are ready to help you out. Went to see Sandy the other day because I needed a watch battery replacement, and he popped that thing out and in, and we were ready to go. If you are a watch guy, there is no place better to shop than Brentwood Jewelry. Large selection of timepieces, including brands like Bremont, Tissot, Oris, Longines, and Luminox. Don't forget about Brentwood Jewelry's pre-owned Rolex marketplace as well, with fine pre-owned Rolexes for a fraction of the cost. Every watch they sell has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. They offer an extensive online selection of fine pre-owned Rolex watches. Their selection includes both prior models and the current models for you to compare. Brentwood Jewelry here to help you pop the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialist to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
What's up, people? You know I'm bringing it to you. I recently contacted We Grow Hair because I was losing my hair. I couldn't do it no more. I got sick and tired of it, man. I couldn't do it. I don't want no little sunroof up top. That's only for my cars. The car ain't got no roof. Not Slay ain't got no roof. So guess what I did? I reached on out. I reached out to PAI Medical We Grow Hair. Now, you can lose up to 50% of your hair before you even notice it. Do what I did. Call right now for your free evaluation. 615-376-6010. For almost 30 years, We Grow Hair has been Nashville's premier hair restoration medical clinic. We Grow Hair's FDA-approved laser hair therapy plus antigen therapy is going to restore my hair. They have a trademarked hair transplant procedure that gives you 3 times more hair in one procedure. That's if you want to go with that one. You don't even have to do that one. You can go with the one I went with, the LLT, low laser light treatment. That's right. Simple. Losing your hair, fix it. WeGrowHair.com. 615-376-6010. That's 615-376-6010. Tell them Big Slay sent you.
3HL 1045 The Zone. I was thinking we should try to get this lady on the show, except I just saw a radio interview she did, and she was asked one question. She went 5 minutes on the history of breakdancing. I mean, 5 minutes. And you could tell the guy was trying to, get it back.
Guess what? I'm not trying to see how knowledgeable she is of it. I need to see why she's doing it.
Well, I need to see her husband breakdance because he's the one that taught her.
No, I'm straight on that. Forget that.
Well,
you and your headphones.
Maybe
it's a constant thing now.
Maybe it'll make their marriage stronger. They can support each other in their bad breakdancing.
This from Buck Rising earlier. Can you guys do me a solid and plug? Cosell and Denard Wilson crosstalk tomorrow.
That's fun.
On Wednesday. And Levis will be on with Buck and Lucas Thursday at camp.
Yes.
Both of them good.
So what made me remember to say that, and I gladly will, Buck, good job, was Don Davenport in this chat with 7 people. Buck, in all caps, am I a better dancer than the Australian break dancer? You asked Buck the same thing.
I sent him video, too, and Buck has not responded to us.
Well, to you.
He responded to you?
So I go, this from Don. Who was the better dancer, Don at Slay's wedding or the ray gun chick from the Olympic breakdancing? He responded back, didn't see the breakdancing, but not Don.
Oh, that's bunk.
That's just him trolling.
What did you say, Slay?
I said, hell yeah. If he picks anything other than Babs beating her, then he's just trolling.
That's right.
Candy B says, looks like she's having a seizure. Xena, I love y'all. OMG. I'm crying, laughing. She was awful. She ruined breakdancing.
She did. She
loves it so much,
handedly got it kicked out of the Olympics for 2028. This is on her.
This poor lady.
This will always be on her conscience. When she teaches her history of breakdancing, she can say
she's in it.
The reason that breakdancing is no longer an Olympic sport is because of me.
Maybe that's why she did it. She wanted to be a part of the history.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, she is. Part of ending it.
Oh, man. I hate it for her, though, because I literally just watched her talk about how much she loves breakdancing.
Oh, God, that's fair. I mean, I love dancing, too, but I ain't going to teach it.
USA did not enter, according to Chad. Vashawn, I have tears in my Vashawn, I have tears in my eyes. My kids ran outside. They've never heard me laugh so hard.
Why wouldn't the USA enter? Because they're probably like, we'll win this. We ain't going to mess around. This can't be a real thing.
Because they had real sports to win gold medals at.
Wow. That was a low blow.
Somebody just got zeffed.
Ooh, yeah. We don't even know who, but.
Adele calls Australian breakdancer Ray Gunn's Olympic routine effing fantastic.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
But if you find the comedy in it, that's where you're like me. I cannot, I can't quit watching.
Oh, I can. Now you went to her personal Instagram.
Yeah, Raygun_AUS.
I mean, she's all in. Bless her heart.
She was so excited. She's like, less than a month, and I'll be on the world stage. So many ups and downs.
There's video of her out there watching some of the other competitors.
I don't know why.
And her facial expressions are like, that ain't nothing. That ain't it.
And she ain't nothing. That's what she should have known.
That's it.
So do you think she really thought, I'm going to win this?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is it one of those things where she doesn't even understand, how bad she is?
Yes, clearly.
She thinks she's great. That's why the backlash is getting her.
This is putting me in an awkward position because I think I'm great.
I think you're great too, Babs.
Thanks.
I do too, Babs.
I think I can dance.
Yep, I'm gonna take you anywhere with me.
Actually, I will say I realize I would never be like, oh, you know what? I'm an elite level dancer.
Nor am I.
Never think that.
Do you have fun though?
Oh yeah.
Then there you go.
Let's having a ball.
There you go. Hey, just feel the music, Babs.
Yeah. My body does not feel it. My arms don't work with my legs. That's the problem.
Do you think I could do a backspin right now?
No. Oh, please try, though.
Slay's shaking his head Slay's worried I'm going to hurt myself.
You will, and then you're not going to be at practice tomorrow. It's happening. 100% you will hurt yourself.
Okay, I might try.
In the break.
I think there's room over there behind you.
There is. Mm-hmm. Let me put the crime scene tape up real quick.
We do have some around here. Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs left practice with a hamstring injury per Shefty. Explosive running back, obviously. Huge rookie season, Pro Bowler last year. 945 rush yards, 10 touchdowns, 5.2 yards per carry. He also caught balls worth 316 yards receiving and a touchdown. Soft tissue, man. You're going to see these stories every day now.
A whole lot.
From Jeremy Fowler, teams are inquiring about Patriots pass rusher Matthew Judon. He's entering the final year of his deal, set to earn a base salary of $6.5 million.
Which is not bad, but you would have to figure out
you gotta redo him.
The next two. And he's 32 years old, right? Or about to be 32?
Thursday.
Oh, there you go.
He'll be 32
His
on Thursday.
birthday is on Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday, Matthew.
I mean, that's old for that position, right?
Yeah, but he's going into year 9. So
I know you can figure things out in different ways to different tools in your bag, certainly, but I would be concerned
Is he too old?
The age.
Slay Dog, to move forward.
Well, that's going to be tough.
You want more on him? He's 6'3", 220. He only played 4 games last year. He didn't finish the 4th game. He tore his bicep.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
But he had 4 sacks in those less than 4 games. In 2021, he had 12 and a half sacks.
Where was he at?
No, Patriots by then, right?
Okay.
Because he was with the Ravens.
Ravens, that's right.
Where he made his
He was made money, y'all.
15 and a half sacks in 2022.
He's too old. I'm passing on him.
Did you hear me? 2 years ago, 15 and a half sacks?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years is a long time at that
I'm
position.
just asking. I'm just asking.
He was really good then.
I'm just asking. Don't do it, Mayor, is what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the backspin. I don't even know if I can get it started. I used to be able to do it. Y'all, anybody got any cardboard?
She probably said
Remember that? You used to carry around cardboard?
We can go as a fan.
The only thing, so this is how my brain works. So when I bring up, do you have cardboard? That's the question that Kirby asked when we were in Minnesota at the hotel to the lady working the desk. And she asked, what do you want to do with this cardboard? And remember, I was explaining, like in Minnesota, they plow forever, right? And they plow these giant mountains of snow in parking lots. So there was one of those right outside our hotel, in between our hotel and Mall of America.
And it was like not white.
No.
I mean, it's like
ice.
Dark.
Yeah.
Because it's just pure dirt.
From the street and all that stuff for the parking lot. So go back to Kirby. This is like, he's fried. It's like 11 o'clock at night. He's asking the hotel lady, you got any cardboard? She's like, what are you going to do with it? And he goes, I want to sled down that mountain of snow. And she goes, oh, yeah, I got to see this. I'm going to find some cardboard.
Did she get it on?
So she found cardboard. She gets it to him. Mm-hmm. She had called the other people that were working. And they're out front too, and so we're all out front. And Kirby somehow gets to the top of this ice mountain, and he's set to go down the front slope, and he falls and goes down the backside.
So nobody saw him.
Nah, he wrecked himself.
No, everybody was worried they broke his neck and maybe died.
Yeah, his back
got up.
His back was hurting.
At your own risk.
Yeah.
Why would you go up there?
Because he was fried.
It was a poor choice.
Exactly. Come on with that.
Just like this break dancer. Poor choice to
He got fried and saw an ice mountain and thought, hey,
let me go up there.
He goes, hey, watch this.
Yep.
That's what happened.
We talk about that. Vikings rookie quarterback J.J. McCarthy will undergo surgery for meniscus injury, per Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport.
It's a rough
Sam Darnold, The thing about meniscus, they have no idea how bad it is until they go in there.
Yep. I did the same thing. It was on 4 weeks.
Yours was 4 weeks?
Yep.
But it could be like 2, right? I mean,
it could be 2 to 4.
Or
it could be
a little more.
It could be months.
If they just
or they
trim
can find
it,
more.
Yep.
If they just trim it, then it's a couple weeks.
I don't want to hear about trimming a
If
meniscus.
they have to completely repair it, then it's a couple months.
See, Babs loves
or
this
several
stuff.
months.
I love it. He's right.
Babs used to run around here trying to show us Pimple Popper.
Yeah, I'm so glad she stopped.
Ooh, Dr. Pimple Popper's awesome. That's what I watch when I need to relax.
What?
Yeah. It's very satisfying.
Oh, my God.
And Bob asked, what brand are your headphones? It's not the brand. It's that they're wobbled now.
No,
It's because Hitman turns them the outside way, and so this piece where it pulls out is now broken. They're broke.
It's stripped.
And I got them off of Amazon, and seriously, I should just go buy another pair because they aren't that expensive, but I'm cheap.
I think you have the same brand as Bert, don't you?
Yes. I think Bert got his after I got mine. His are not pink.
You sounded like Renee Zellweger and Jerry Maguire there when you said broke. Remember that scene? She was like, "You're broke.
Broke. Working for you for free."
Slave's shaking his head. All right. When we come back, you'll hear from Tracy Rocker, Tennessee Titans defensive line coach, next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
War Eagle. Hey, I want to tell you about Xfinity X-Fi Complete. I rely on Wi-Fi for absolutely everything in my home, which means I need the best. I need it to be reliable, especially with a toddler where I need to be able to pull up anything to keep her contained. And so I need my Wi-Fi to always work. How about worry-free Wi-Fi? That's Xfinity X-Fi Complete. No better way to connect. Only Xfinity helps keep your devices safe and secure from cyber threats at home and on the go. So you can have peace of mind doing absolutely everything you love online with ding, 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 unlimited data. Only Xfinity will upgrade your gateway after 3 years at no extra cost for a better, more reliable connection for your home so you can enjoy wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. You can even get a Wi-Fi boost pod included if you need it. 1-800-XFINITY. That's all who you need to call, or visit Xfinity.com or just drop into an Xfinity store today for more details. Does require Xfinity Internet with X-Fi Complete and a compatible Xfinity leased gateway. Advanced security requires activation through the Xfinity app.
What's happening, good people? Ron Slay coming to you, and I need my fellas to listen up, man. You got to lacking them a little bit of motivation. Drive, you're gaining weight. Noticing loss of muscle mass. Well, these could always be signs of low testosterone. Ooh, testosterone. Testosterone, Slay. Don't wait. Find out now. Low T Center can get you all the way back, man. Get checked out. Get your results back in 25 minutes. All you got to do is go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. I can't backspin like I once was able to.
Listen, man.
That's
Should
what
I
we
put
found
that
out.
out in the atmosphere?
It's back
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care? Oh,
No,
I'm
hell
totally
no.
tweeting that then.
What do I care?
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, you could barely even sit down, much less
Listen.
break.
There are some things you can do well. There are other things you can't, and I can't. But listen, I tried.
You did try.
Good
Good.
job, Yor.
We'll put you on the island with Rogo. Whatever the heck her name is.
Rogo.
Ray gun.
Ray gun.
Sorry.
We need a Babs versus Brent versus Ray gun.
Yes.
Well, that'd be a hell of a dance-off.
I'm not. I
winning.
can't do that. I'm not getting on the floor.
Y'all would win anyway.
Buck Rising is the judge.
Y'all asked me. I didn't even go around one full time on my back. But I tried.
Zeph.
I tried the dismount, and then I got up, and Zeph's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Strangely, I'm out of breath."
Conditioning. You got to do some conditioning drills.
Some
Zeph, I
cardio.
sent you the video.
Like
Feel free
sweat.
to put it out on the 3HL account.
It's going out right now.
Zeph's already on it. Hey, I want to give something away real quick.
Give it away. Give it away.
Babs
give it away
Prize
now.
Closet. Open. Open. So Slash is at First Bank Amphitheater this Wednesday night.
Guns N' Roses slash.
I'm
Oh, the
assuming.
Predator Slash.
No, he's
That's
not
Nash.
Slash. He's
Oh,
Nash.
it's Nash. Okay.
He's got a cousin named Slash, but he never comes out. He only comes out on Halloween.
Bad.
The phone number is 615-737-1045. This is this Wednesday night. Caller number 5 right now. You win tickets to see Slash at First Bank Amphitheater on Wednesday,
I want Nash with Slash.
thanks to Babs Prize Closet.
You're in a funny mood right now.
I couldn't think of him. I thought it was.
You're just like sitting over there,
Good luck
and you've
to
got all this. Good job, Babs.
Yeah.
You got all this crazy stuff going on around you, and you're just like sitting there, like you're like that guy in the Instagram video.
What?
That's like looks over here, and then there's a guy that like
Yeah.
falls off a cliff, and he looks over here, and there's like 3 cats that attack a dog, and then he looks over here. You're like that guy right now.
Yeah, this guy trying to break dance. Like
What I did was not breakdancing. If you can't get a full rep around on a backspin,
you gotta hang it up.
yeah, that was it. That literally is
It could
the
be
last.
the floor. You think the floor is slick enough though?
No, I'm not going to make excuses. I suck. I mean, when you suck, you suck.
I don't know.
But I'm going to tell you this. That will be the last time in my life that I will do that.
Really?
Isn't that
Really?
amazing to like kind of comprehend like something that is you will never do something again the rest of your life?
No, I think I'll do it. You don't think I should do it? That's what I'm like.
No,
I want you to break.
Dance.
I'm worried about
I
your
would.
hip with your stem cells.
Oh no, I'm back. I
No,
am absolutely
we
back.
talked about it
I'm telling you.
Saturday. He's like, Babs, well, because what brought it up is
The last time you were at her house, you couldn't even walk.
Right.
I know.
And now you're
And-
good.
I went to get out of the chair, and I perhaps had consumed some alcoholic beverages the night before.
The night before. Still
Yes.
in effect.
It was still in effect. So every time I do that, like my joints are just.
You did it
Awful.
today when you got out of the chair earlier.
I did.
Remember, we were sitting in there. And you got
Oh
up
yeah,
and you're
but I
like,
was sitting on my legs. That's why.
you
but
said
yeah.
your legs were asleep.
So anyway, I like kind of have to limp for a second before my joints like juice up.
Yep.
I blame
Oh, what did
volleyball. I blame volleyball. But Slay's like, go get your
I'm
stem
telling you,
cell
they get
thing
you right.
done.
You blame Fireball.
Volleyball.
Oh,
Did I say
volleyball.
fireball?
No, volleyball.
Volleyball.
What was
I
Tiger
mean, I
Woods used
blame
to say?
fireball too.
Tiger Woods used to say he had to activate his
Glutes.
glutes or something. Is that what you have to do?
Yep. I got to activate my joints, my old court joints.
Zeph, would you like to hear from Tracy Rocker?
Yes.
We can hear a couple cuts.
All right, Tracy Rocker, the defensive line coach of the Tennessee Titans, played at Auburn and destroyed people when he was in college. Talked about Tavondre Sweat's preseason debut.
You see the typical rookie first beginning of a game, and we saw the rookie side. And as the game kept going and more snaps, he got better and better, and started just playing his game. And now you get in that type of environment. We're out here on the practice field. Now you're in the stadium. You got crowd noise. Everybody sounds different, so it's part of the process. But I thought as the game went on, he got better and better. And now this week with Seattle coming to town, we're practicing here. I think now he'll be more comfortable. He'll practice. He's been practicing with Jeff. Now he went into the game not next to Jeff. So I just think we just keep adjusting and keep working with him. And And he was in great spirit, and I was very in tune and sharp, and he knew what he was doing out there.
I know you've been working on that. Have you seen improvement from him from when he first got here as far as technique, conditioning, want to, everything?
Yes. Since he's gotten here, every week has been want to. He wants to, and he's not bored with it. Right. So it's been a plus there. It's like anything else. I just think you're adjusting to pro football and the wear and tear. Every day we come out here, today we're in shorts and we're still holding up 600 pounds. And that's what I keep telling him. Every day you walk out here, you're going to hold up 600 pounds. And I just think now he's realizing this is every day I have to strain my body. And I think that's just part of growth and realizing being in pro football.
What about Big Coburn had half a sack? Chase down Dobbs. What do you think?
But it's what he does in practice. He works at practice. He does a lot of the dirty work, and that's what I love about him. He's a dirty work guy, and he has great leadership skills, and it translates over into game day. And he's just a worker. He just comes to work, works hard, and bring people along with him.
There you go, Tracy Rocker, War Dam.
Yes.
War Dam Eagle.
So we'll be out at practice tomorrow. Seahawks in town, joint practice with the Titans. We'll have a full report. You'll hear from some of the participants as well. Taylor Lewan in studio from 3 until 4 o'clock tomorrow. Coach Mack at 4 o'clock. Todd Furman at 4:20. We appreciate you including us in your day. We do not
fun day.
Take that for granted, even when we are acting very weird. You can see my attempt at a backspin on the socials.
And I apologize that my laugh is so loud and annoying in the background, but I could not contain myself.
I tried to end it well, but it's a whole
You
lot
did a
of
good job, you
No, I didn't. Thank you.
Okay,
But
right.
anyway, thanks for loving me anyway. So, good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be here unless you're Traylon Burks, Tajay Spears, or that lady from Australia with the dress like Luigi from Mario Brothers with a yellow hat.